Okay, so today we are checking out Secret Invasion Episode 5, and I am freaking pumped. I am freaking pumped to say the very least. I think these episodes have been incredible. We have been loving every single moment of it so far, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm even more excited about what we're gonna be getting into tonight. I have no idea what tonight's episode is going to be about, but I am really pumped to figure it out. As you guys can see in the chat, we got some new stuff going that we figured out on Marvelous Monday. A poll has opened for, will Rhodey become a super Skrull? So use exclamation point vote and put yes or no depending on what you think is going to be happening in tonight's episode. So once again, exclamation point vote yes or no on what you think is going to be going on. Do you think no? Vote no. If you think yes, then vote yes. And that is the way you will be doing it. And we also have some betting options for tonight, but I'm not sure what the bet should be. I'm thinking about betting on possibly if Gaia will be mad about, it will be mad at Fury for her father's death, or will she be mad at Gravik? Like, who will she blame for her father's death overall? I think we can possibly bet on that. Actually, that's a really good one. Who will Gaia blame for her father's death? Nick Fury or Gravik? I think that's actually a really good one. So that's what I'm gonna actually just edit that in real quick. Nick Fury or Gravik. Let's see, who will Gaia blame for Talos' death? There we go. All right, done. Start bet. So we'll start that bet. You guys can bet. I don't know how much money everybody has in their account, but you can use exclamation point wallet to find out how much Marvel Bucks you guys have, and then you'll be able to use those to bet in the poll. Depending on what actually happens in tonight's episode will determine what the answer to that bet will be, and then everyone that does bet whatever amount of Marvel Bucks they have, they'll be able to win. You feel me? So type in that exclamation wallet to figure out how much chicken you got to get it going. And I'm also not sure I'm not sure if since Cloudbot has been off, if no one's been earning Marvel Bucks or what. So if that's what's happened, then I can give some courtesy bucks out or something. You know what I mean? Jump into chat. Let's see before we do that, let's start off with this. If you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing we are partaking in at that particular time. I'll tell you right now, you definitely should go over and jump on the TikTok. I'll go over there and jump on my TikTok. I'm always posting stuff, always nerding out about different things, and I'm going to be posting on there a lot more of my theories, a lot more of the scoops that we get, and also follow us on Marvel Bros over there too, because we're gonna be getting it pip pop plopping and slopping. Speaking of theories, I want to hear all your guys' thoughts, theories, and opinions on what you think is going to be happening in tonight's episode. And then tomorrow, we will be doing an After Bros after show. Hopefully around 3:30 p.m. And that will be where we talk about all of the amazing things that have happened in tonight's episode and nerd out to the maximum degree. Okay. With all that being said, let's jump into chat, see how everybody is doing, and figure out what you guys are thinking is going to happen tonight. So thoughts and theories about what's going on in episode 5 tonight. Let me hear them. Zeke says, let's go. Yo, what's up, Zeke? I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, my brother. Love to see you here. John Grief says, let's go. What's up with it, JG? I hope you're having a good one, JG, yo. Hello there to you too, brother. Chicano dropping the ones. Yeah, let me get some ones in the chat if you guys are excited for tonight's episode. Twos in the chat if you think it's going to be filler. Ones in the chat if you're excited for tonight's episode. Twos in the chat if you think it's going to be filler. Let me know. Got some good votes going on so far. I'll end that poll to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Overall, I feel like Rhodey is gonna accuse Fury of kidnapping the president. Ooh, you know what? That's a really good point. That's a really good point. We can start another bet on the side of that one, yo. We can start dropping bets on these theories. You know what I mean? I think that would be a really dope thing to be able to, you know, to be able to do. So let me know how you guys are feeling about that. Frisky says, yo, what's up with the Frisky Ruin? I hope you're having a fantastic day as well. Hope everybody's ready for this watch party tonight, bro. I'm ready. Also, if the American president is kidnapped, you gotta call in Captain America, right? Okay. I would say yes I really think that Captain America is on bad terms with the president. Like, I don't think they left off on good terms at all, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's going to be so easy for the Thunderbolts to get put into place, because I don't think they're really rocking with Captain America, because he did give up the shield. U.S. agent took the shield. You know, stuff happened all because he chose not to take the shield. So I really don't think they're on the best of terms, but I do think he's still Captain America, though. You know what I mean? And I think that's why the whole New World Order type of vibe is what they were going for at first, and they kind of wanted to change it for whatever reason, but that's still my feeling on that. Nighthawk, gee, what is up with it, bro? I hope you're having a good one, Nighthawk. I hope you are indeed. Let me know how you guys are feeling about tonight's episode. Yo, betting has opened for who will Gaia blame for Talos' death. So you can use !bet and then either vote for Fury, or you can either bet on Fury or bet on Gravik, and then you'll be able to, you know, however many Marvel bucks you have in your wallet, you'll be able to bet on that. And then once again, it's !bet, and then, you know, to do that, and then you can put !wallet, very similar to how Mary Sue did, and then you'll be able to find out how many Marvel bucks you do have. Fun fact time, Stark Tower was originally going to have an appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man in 2012. Ooh, that's dope. I didn't know that, if that is actually a fact. I bet Gravik. Ooh, bet Gravik for 3,333. Yo, if somebody bet on Rhodey and they right, they gonna get a good amount. I'm just saying. That idea is scrapped because Kevin said to Sony, hell no, but I think it would have been cool. I'm happy he said hell no. I'm going to be honest. I'm happy he said hell no. I think that would have caused way too many continuity issues. I think Kevin Feige being so stingy with what's, you know, with what he allows to happen is one of the best thing, right? Like, it's one of the best things that can happen for the MCU overall. So, because that's really what we need. We need somebody to gatekeep what's going on, so we don't allow all weird things to happen, right? I think that's one of the reasons why he doesn't want, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be canon, is because they kind of just went off the rails and just did a whole bunch of different things. So, yeah. Over under 50%. This episode has a post-credit scene. Oh, I mean, we haven't got a post-credit scene yet, and I kind of would hope that they leave the post-credit scene for the last episode, but it would make sense that they put a post-credit scene in this episode to kind of build up to what's going to happen next, you know what I mean, in that finale, to really get us all hyped and ready for it, you know, really be able to go in and go crazy for it, you know what I mean? So I think it's very possible. For real. Could this lead into Armor Wars? Zeke says. Hey, and once again, shout out to Jamie Rodriguez. Make sure y'all show him some love. Let's get a. How can we shout out? We need to figure out a way to show some love to just not to Jamie in the chat. Maybe I'll figure out a command or something. But every time you do, every time you guys, that's why Jamie has 44,000 Marvel bucks, is because he's dropping those super chats and stuff like that. We definitely appreciate you, Jamie. Thanks for the love. We got to get OG Rhodey back. Or wait. Come over here. Could this lead into Armor Wars? I do think that this could lead into Armor Wars. I honestly believe that Secret Invasion from Secret Invasion to Armor Wars could almost be considered like WandaVision to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. In my opinion, I really think that's kind of the level of what we're going at. I thought Armor Wars was going to be very different, but at this point, I really have no idea what Armor Wars is about, to be honest. And we might have a scoop somewhere on Armor Wars, but we haven't talked about it in a long time. Let me type in Armor Wars real quick and see if something comes up. Nah. But I did find a note that I had made from Nighthawk saying, what if Don Cheadle's War Machine has been a Skrull since Iron Man 2 and the one played by Terrence Howard is still out there and they just give Terrence the Armor Wars film? That would be pretty dope. But they're definitely not doing that. I remember when you said that the first time, though, Nighthawk. No, I can't find any scoops in here from Armor Wars just yet. So we'll have to double back to that and see if we can figure out something. Maybe I'll talk to Mike Beasy and see what he's feeling, what he knows about it, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? We got to get OG Rhodey back for Armor Wars. I mean, that really depends on what they're trying to do with the movie, especially if it's supposed to. If we're going from, this is what we could do. We could do Secret Invasion, Armor Wars, and then we could build that up to. Excuse me. And then from there we could go to Captain America or Thunderbolts. I'm really not sure which one's comes first. I think Captain America is, and then go to Thunderbolts or whatever order that is. That would be a really dope line of succession to see like take place, I guess you can say. Like from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. It would be a nice little cohesive story that they might be able to tell right there. Maybe Rhodey can call Cap and Sam doesn't know that he's an alien. Oh. Okay, that would actually be boss, bro. I would be so down for that. Rhodey calls Cap in. Cap just pulls up because he's coming in and he's like, yo, I can't believe we believed this, or maybe he even flips it to being Fury is a Skrull or something like that. And then we see Fury have to escape from Captain America, but I don't think that he would call Captain America in because Cap would know something is up. You know what I mean? Cap would definitely know that something is up. I think he trusts Nick Fury a little bit more than he trusts Rhodey, but I might be wrong about that. Just to refresh my memory, but does Kevin Feige plan what happens in the MCU? I forgot. Yeah, he plans everything. He is the architect, 100%. Yeah, definitely get your votes in, you guys, so you can see what's going on. We're about to start the episode soon. I think the episode should be out now. Oh, yep, I see Remy saying it's out. Yo, this episode is out. Oh, my God, it's a short episode again. It's 38 minutes. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. I definitely did not want a short episode this week, man. But it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I can complain, but I won't. Because I think it's going to be really good, though. I still think it's going to be really, really freaking good. The problem with that is we don't like Terrence. Apparently, I'm hearing Val would be the villain of Armor Wars, and Justin Hammer hired her. Oh, that would be dope. We haven't talked about it much, but it's so interesting that Rhodey is a female Skrull. I am super interested in wondering why people have not been talking about that. Just so you guys know, the episode is out. I'm just getting all my stuff ready over here. But we're about to get it in right now. We are about to get it in. So, without further ado, if you guys are ready, don't forget to go and go to the bathroom and drop off all the things you need to drop off, because it's time to get in there. It's time to get in there like swimwear. We're about to get into the episode right now. If you guys haven't already, put exclamation point vote yes or no in the chat for if you think Gaia will be who Gaia will be blaming. All the stuff is in the chat. It's all there. So chap in and see. All right. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and grab your popcorn.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
That is right. Make sure y'all go get some Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn immediately. It is delicious. Go ahead and tap in. The site is in the chat. Go and get it immediately. All right. With all that being said, drop all your last thoughts, theories, and opinions on what's going to go on in this episode in the chat now. If you guys have pressed play already and have not been able to be patient and wait for the rest of the Super Fam and Bro Vengers, then shame on you. Shame on you. Around here, we press play together. Around here, we press play together. Shame on you. All right. On 3, we will all start episode 5, and this episode is titled Harvest. Ugh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's turn that up. There we go. Let's get it. We had just pressed play, and we are getting into it, yo. Let's go. I'm gonna be real. I haven't watched a single episode. Oh, that's unfortunate. You're missing out on some great television right now. Cap should have some loyalty to Rhodey because they're both Air Force. Oh, I guess that's true. Nick Fury is gathering allies? I hope so. Betting is open. Who will Gaia blame for Talos' death? Use exclamation point bet and use some of your Marvel bucks to see what's going on. Make it a little spicy. Episode is short, and yet I heard that Secret Invasion could have been a whole saga. I mean, it could have been a whole saga, but it would have kind of ruined it if it was a whole saga, in my opinion. Remember, we haven't seen Sam and Nick yet. That's true. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hey, what's up with the Music City Soul?
Hello there.
Oh, shit. That was the president. Oh! Oh! Is this about to be a whole episode of her not even knowing her dad is dead? Also, by the way, bro, I'm telling you, I think it's a father-son type of thing going on with them. Oh! Oh, did he kill him? Oh! 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 Oh, shit. Bro, I wasn't ready for that. No cap. Have we seen Gravik as a Skrull yet? Rava? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's, oh. He had to at least do something. Bro, I literally have no idea what's about to happen in this episode if this is how we're starting it, G. Like, holy shit. If you are excited about what we're about to see in today's episode, let's get a one in the chat. Let's get ones in the chat if we're hyped about what we're getting so far. I didn't even realize that the credits hadn't rolled. I mean, the intro hadn't rolled yet, Lo. Yo, let's get some ones in the chat if you're hyped. Twos in the chat if you are not here for it yet. Yo. No, Gravik hasn't been in Skrull form yet? Okay, so here's my theory. My theory is in order to become a Super Skrull, you have to give up your actual Skrull form. Like, I think you have to give that form up completely in order to become a Skrull, and that's why they don't want to give it to a lot of people. It's almost like a sacrifice for it, you know what I mean? So, I'm hyped for it, yo. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it, yo. We've got some good... Bro, this is some good storytelling so far. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yo, it's pretty insane. The heartbeat sound? Yeah, for real, for real. Imagine if he got Hulk DNA. Yeah, it's clear that there's a lot going on that we didn't even know about. You know what I mean? He was really trying to get that Avengers DNA. They wanted Thor. They wanted Cap, even for the Super Soldier Serum. Maybe they wanted to do a Super Skrull with the Avengers and not with the makeshift shit that they found, but there was no way for them to do that because there is no Avengers DNA just laying around. Ah, so hype. So hype. Keep watching. Yo, Mike Beasley knows something. Oh, shit. Oh, that's Homegirl's, dude. I thought she was just about to blow his brains out. No cap. Sonya been on demon time. Shot him in the hand so his hand would be dead, basically. There was other sugar, JG. It's about to be a coup? What the hell? Oh, there he is! Skrull body! Skrull body! Oh, shit! Oh! Yo, he looks like how it's... Oh. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. I love the way he looks as a Skrull. Oh my god. Holy shit! I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Yo, one in the chat if you expected a coup to happen. Two if you're blindsided. Uh-oh. Who's here? Oops. Oh, okay. It's Gaia. Bro looks so badass. As a Skrull? No cap. They almost had him. Hell yeah, they almost had him. That boy turned back to a Skrull. He was terrified. Oh, here we go. Betting is open. I don't think anybody bet but Marisu. You gonna win your own money back. And you left him there. Oh shit! Is it real? No shot. Nick Fury really has all the Avengers DNA. Bro, what is he be thinking, bro? This show is bloody incredible. Bruh, oh my gosh, I can't believe I would literally kill to have hour episodes of this, like each one. Hello, Skrulls. Are these the Super Skrull DNA people? Uh, I love her. Give her a show. So Gravik is just letting what? Gravik's just letting them leave? I guess. Yeah. That makes sense, actually. If she So she knows how to make super Skrulls now? That's what all the podcasts are about, is crazy. Bruh. Oh, damn. They killed off so many people in this show, bro. I don't even know if we're going to get any, like, fake out deaths, actually. I know it's possible, but it just doesn't seem like they're going to actually do us like that. Is she at Vera's house? Yeah, that's Vera's house, right? No. No, because her name would be Fury. It wouldn't be Davis. Who is Priscilla? Who the hell is Priscilla? Do we know who Priscilla is? Is Vera's name Priscilla? Yeah, that is the house. Okay, I was right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. New World Order, baby! It's a brave new fucking world! Oh! Bro, he is. Bro, Fury reminds me of my grandpa, no cap. I don't think Fury cares, bro. Is someone gonna be on the? Is someone about to be on the plane or what? Is he by himself or someone's on the plane? Hey, that's bro from Black Widow, isn't it? I was definitely wondering who the hell did he get a a plane from when he's wanted. All right, well, I guess that's the betting closed on that, yo. That's the last thing you said to him, too. Hmm. Hmm. The bullet hole in the picture is still right there is awesome. I love it. Facts. Ooh. Ooh. Tell her! Tell her, Vera! Tell her! Tell her! God damn! She was moving! They got a damn strike team. Oh shit! Are those Skrull plants possibly, or are those like her plants, just regular plants? Yes. Oh shit! Bruh's just hanging. Yes. Okay, can now she have her own show as well? Bruh, I need to see more Vara. I need to see more. I need to see more everybody. I need season 2. Fuck is you talking about? I need season 2 now. Does my guy Fury have the Mission Impossible mask on? Yep, that's Fury. Oh, that's the. Yo, I forgot they got those things. Hey, she is so with the shit. I love Sonya. Yo. So this is what we doing? Yes, this is what we're doing. 294 kilometers from the Russian border. Oh. Oh. Ah. But why would Gravik attack his? Well. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. The weaving, the stitching. Oh, magnifique, bro. Magni motherfucking feek. The Battle of Earth sounds so epic. Yeah, it does. I was holding on to it too because I was like, that just sounded fire. Mm. Say that shit again. Say that shit again. That shit was hard as. That shit was so hard. Oh. Bruh, I am in. Oh my god. This show is fan friggin' what the hell? I've been waiting for this shot. Oh, shit. You know how much of a bad motherfucker you gotta be to have a... Let's go! Yo! Let's go, bruh. Oh my goodness, yo. I cannot deal with how fantastic this show is. Like, bruh, let's go, bruh. Whoever knew I needed to see Fury suit up, bro? That's so, bro, oh my God. Like, Fury just ignited a fiery passion. Yo, like, I feel like I feel like I'm part of the Avengers protocol, and it's time for me to go to war. You feel me? Like, what just happened? What? Oh my God, bruh. Yo, this episode, like, I was mad that it was short, and I don't even feel like that episode was short. I feel like that episode was perfect, man. Like, oh, bro, yo, one's in the chat if you like that episode, two's in the chat if you were not a fan. One's in the chat if you like the episode, two's in the chat if you were not a fan. Yo, we gotta close the poll on the Super Skrull because we did not get to see whether Rhodey was a Super Skrull or not. So well, actually, we can open that poll back up, actually, and then we'll just keep it open, and then we'll see what happens next week, because he may turn into a Super Skrull still. So drop your bets on, or drop your votes on whether you think Rhodey will become a Super Skrull. The bets are all closed on Gaia. She obviously blamed Gravik. I think we all kind of thought that's what was going to happen. Yo, let me know how you guys felt about this episode in the chat right now. One's in the chat if you were all for it. Two's in the chat if you were not. Yo, oh my goodness. We're about to talk out and nerd out about this episode right now, but you guys will also be able to tune in tomorrow when we do our After Bros after show about this episode as well, when we'll go more in depth with all the things that we saw, really nerd out even more because more people have been able to see it and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. PST, so we can get it popping with the After Bros after show. All right, so my first thoughts right now are that episode was incredible. I think I loved that episode so much. Like, I don't even know what to say about this show. Like, the only thing that I can continuously say is this has been my favorite Disney Plus show that we've got so far. Like, this takes my new place for number one, and then, you know, Loki is now my number two after this, because this show has hit storytelling. It's hit so many different amazing plot points, as well as building up the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe simultaneously, and I love that just as much as Loki did, if not a little bit more, because we're grounded into something that, you know, it actually matters on the street level, and not just this cosmic multiverse stuff, you know, because all the multiverse and all the cosmic things are also dope, but when we get to this ground level of having these spy and espionage vibes, and really having all of these other vibes that they're tackling with this show occur, I think that's when we really get to see, like, you know what, no, like, this is what we want. This is what we want. This is kind of what we need as well. We like the grounded shit, but I think we like the cosmic shit just as much. I think it just needs to have a very good balance of both and not be too heavily focused on one or the other. And so far, I think this show is super good with what we've been getting. Bro, what we've been getting so far is incredible. I love the fact that the Skrulls were like, bruh, hell nah, we not rocking with you no more. Basically, they basically took a stance against everything that Gravik stands for. Usually in the moments when you smack your right hand man, it is your right hand man that has been keeping everybody calm. You know what I mean? In cases like what we saw with Gravik and Pagan, I believe, right? Pagan is usually the one that all of the other Skrulls that jumped Gravik have been coming to. Like they were probably going to Pagan and like being like, yo, what the hell is he doing? And he's just, lullabying the situation and soothing everything down and doing all these different things and whatnot. But in the end, when he takes out Pagan, the guy that's been sticking up for him, when he finally says something against him and then it just treats him like everybody else, right? Nah, it's over from that point on. And I think that was an amazing thing to see. I didn't expect it, to be completely honest. I didn't expect to see the revolution in that way. Did I expect the revolution to happen once they killed him? I mean, once bro died? I mean, yes, I did. I didn't think they were going to jump him like that. I thought they were just going to start going at him right there. Definitely interesting to see that. I think is he the only Super Skrull that we've seen so far? Or are there other Super Skrulls and he's just waiting to turn more people into Super Skrulls once he gets the Avengers DNA? Like, is that actually what's going on? Or like what, Definitely an interesting thing to know what's going to be going on with that. I love the fact that Gaia was rocking with Vara and she really knows her. I didn't know that Vara's name was Priscilla. Maybe I did know that, but like I just call her Vara the whole time. I haven't called her Priscilla one time, I don't think. So, but it makes sense though, and I like seeing that relationship that they have, the dynamic that they had. I love the dynamic of the OG and the youngling together. I just love that. I am really excited to see what's going to be going on within the next episode. Tremendously, yo. I have no idea what could happen, but I am very pumped to see what will go on. Yo, like it's honestly insane. All right, we're about to jump into the chat. But before we do, if y'all are feeling a little sleepy since it is a little late and, we just finished watching that amazing show and you need something to keep you up and keep you focused so you can get these amazing theories out and get this discussion going and flowing, then I have just the thing for you. And that is glitch energy. Sensei Vito, aka Vane Sensei, and I'm here with my bro.
Yo, y'all already know it's Vane DeVito, bro. We up in here, man. Today we came with a little surprise for y'all, which was a little surprise for us as well. Thanks. And we've been waiting on this surprise. So y'all see it. Y'all see it.
You feel me?
Little delivery box.
We got the little box
you know
from none other than Glitch Energy, yo.
Yo, big glitch out here. You know what I'm saying? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it like a song, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a glitch, shake it. We in there.
Ooh, it smell dumbass good.
Fire? Ooh.
This is the starter kit. I believe it starts at $15. We got the shaker, 5 flavors. I'm not sure if that's how it comes. That's what they sent to us. So we definitely appreciate that. But y'all definitely check it out. Tell us what your favorite flavor is if you've already tried it.
I'm on go mode, go mode. I'm on go mode, go mode. Bitch, I'm on go mode, go.
Yo, that is right. Definitely go and get y'all some Glitch Energy immediately, and use code VIN to get 10% off. Glitch Energy is amazing. They do wondrous things. The energy that you get from it is dope as well. All of the things are amazing. They're here to dominate and revolutionize the landscape by prioritizing health and well-being first. So make sure y'all go cop you some Glitch Energy immediately. And that, like I said, don't forget to use code VANE to get 10% off your purchase. All right, let's jump into chat and see how everybody is going, bro. Let's see how everybody is going, bro. All right, let's start at the top. She a menace. Yeah, that's a fact. Wowzers, Disney shooting people in the face now. Facts. Disney's going crazy with that. They were going crazy with that episode. When she when Vera shot bro that was rappelling down and his body was just hanging, I honestly could not believe my eyes. I was like, is this really what's happening here? Like, that was insane. Imagine getting superhumans in the show. Oh, that's a good point. I would love to see the humans I would love to see humans try to get superpowers and see what goes on with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they're gonna try to do some compound V type of thing. But we did see that she got the full blown. You know, she got exactly what she needed from the scientists in order to continue the serum or whatever she needed to do, right? Like, she got everything she needed. All right, so we're gonna close this poll for now, and we'll come back to it. And let's open up this new poll. Oh, I can't start two polls at the same time. Okay. So we'll complete the old poll and start the new one. Will we see any heroes show up for the finale? That dude is Natasha's ex-boyfriend. Yeah, that's bro that helped her out in Black Widow, that helped her with the plane and all this stuff that throughout the movie. I'm not gonna lie, I love them bringing him into this. Super fitting, super good, super down for it. Who's she? No clue what her name is. I don't know who it is that you're talking about. I don't know. Maybe you're talking about when I said she needs a show. I don't know. We were watching the show, so you know what I mean. I don't know. Sonya is hilarious. Yeah, she is. Fury spitting. Yeah, Fury had that super hot fire at the end. This show, bro, I love when she was bumping that music. I loved that part. That was lit. I did. Not gonna lie, we need a movie called Shield. I'm down for a movie of Shield or Sword. I would love a Sword movie because Shield is kind of gone now. But I would love a Sword movie. I think that would be incredible. The Battle of Earth sounds so epic. I really loved when he said that. And I don't know if we've heard that name before, but the fact that we've heard it now, I don't ever want to give it up. Like, I want to hold that near and dear to my heart for the rest of my life. Like, I can't wait. The Battle of Earth is just raw. And that's exactly what it was, yo. I would have loved the Battle for Earth as well. Either way, you know what I mean? Either or, I'm down for it. But the Battle of Earth is insane. And the way that Fury is delivering these lines in this show, bro, it just bro, it's hitting different. Like Isaac said, Disney, I'm down bad for the next episode, yo. That's crazy, bro. I feel you though. Just got done watching. That episode was so personal. Yeah, I definitely agree, Kevin. By the way, what's up with it, Kevin? Welcome to the chat. Welcome all the new ones to the chat. Let me know how you guys felt about Secret Invasion episode 5 this week. It definitely was a jam-packed episode, even though it like, I thought it wasn't going to be a jam-packed episode, but holy hell it was. Man, next week is going to be crazy. Yo, Mike, you are so right about that. Next week is going to be insane. I don't even know what to prepare for with what we can see next week. And that's why I'm really interested with this vote that we have out is, will we see any heroes show up for the finale? So exclamation point vote yes for yes, or exclamation point vote no for no. I know that Fury kind of gave that whole speech about, nah, bruh, I'm handling this myself, and I think that's badass, but I think we still might see like some type of cameo at the end of someone, some way. Yeah, it's possible. Give me a Shield movie trilogy. Ooh, I would love something like that. Like I said, I don't think we would get anything else Shield, but Sword for sure. Give me a Sword trilogy and give me a Damage Control type of show in like almost a Law and Order type of vibe, but they have to deal with actual like superhero stuff for real. I would actually love that. Like, no cap, I would love that so much if they gave us not even if it was a Law and Order, but just some buddy cop type of vibe or whatever you want to call it of Damage Control. I like when we got Miss Marvel. I actually liked what we saw from that crazy racist lady. And I like what we saw from the dude that we saw from Spider-Man and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I like their dynamic together, and I like how he fired her at the end and all that. But I would love to see her come back and them have to force to be work together or something wild like that, you know? Like, I would love to see some type of show from Disney Plus. Just tackling, from Marvel, that's tackling just yet another type of vibe for someone else to get into. So for the ones that love Blue Bloods, you dig? I'm actually shaking for next week. Yeah, next week is definitely going to be insane. Delta All-Star says, I forgot about tonight is the episode. Going to rewind and come back when I'm done. Alrighty, Delta. We'll be here waiting for you, brother. Let's go Fury. For real, let's go Fury. I think Fury has been a highlight for this entire show for me, but for this episode, I love the vibes that he was bringing because it was all of Nick Fury vibes in the package, you know? We got him trying to incite or, show insight, I guess? No, I can't think of the word, but I'm just gonna say insight, even though I know that's not the word I'm trying to use. We had him trying to incite Gaia, you know, like give her insight and trying to rile her up or call or get her to the cause. You know what I'm saying? And the line that he said, I walked away from my father because I know he was gonna lose. And then he said he didn't lose, he died fighting the struggle. Like, bro, that is just, like, I love that so much. And I love the way that they are giving giving amazing character development to Gaia through this show. And it's kind of insane that we got to see her as just this little girl on Captain Marvel. And I don't think anyone expected when we saw Captain Marvel for it to have these type of ramifications, bro. And this is why we just appreciate Feige, because even if this wasn't the plan the whole time, when you are able to lay all these different seeds and then just bring them back together and bring them back around and just allow different things to flourish in the universe, like, this is something flourishing from the universe that we are already living in. You know, it's just so great, man. I just really love it. I really love it. He had to put on the uniform, bruh. I, leave it to Nick Fury, bro, to have basically that entire Coliseum gravesite thing dedicated just to him to need a suit up. You know what I mean? Like, at least half of it is just his. There was a whole site just for his eye patch. That's the most Nick Fury thing ever, bro. Like, that is the most Nick Fury thing ever. Trench coat, eye patch, pocket. Maybe it was like a new type of communicator or something, because there was definitely something in there, and I was like, that's definitely not the thing he used to call Carol before, but it's something similar to that. I really just appreciated it, you know? I loved every piece of gear being in something different and him just slowly suiting up. I did not think we were going to get a Nick Fury suit up. And I did not think that him not having his eye patch on was him taking shit lightly. That's what that is really hyping me up for, is because I didn't know that my guy was taking shit lightly this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know he was Fury. Well, I didn't know Fury without the eye patch is undercover. You dig? Like, oh my goodness. Like, Nick Fury without the eye patch is a spy, but Nick Fury with the eye patch is a goddamn super spy. You feel me? I'm ready. Who did he say that it's time, let's finish this? He either called Rhodey and said that, he called Gravik and said that, or he called Gaia or Vara and said it in order for them to, like, meet up with him. I don't know. I think there's a lot of possibilities for that, Nighthawk. I'm not going to lie to you. Kobe be racking up those special appearance paychecks? Yo, yeah, she do. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. She's gotten paid for every episode. She's only been in one of them. Let's finish this and ends off with the Secret Invasion theme. This show is so good. Yeah, bro. Like, this show is about to be crazy. We need a new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I think we're going to get... we're going to get so many different teams and things going on. Like, it's not even going to be... we are going to get an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but it's not going to be called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Can't wait for next week. I agree, yo. I agree, bro. Zeke, it's coming. You hear Mike Beasley dropping the scoops, bro. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. For real, for real. Let's go. This episode was awesome. Yo, I agree, Samurai Leafs fan. Ooh, I like that. How is Fury going to pull this off, though? Yo, Cullen, I agree. I am very interested in seeing how this is executed. I think it will be an interesting execution nonetheless. And I say this all the time with these shows, bro, but I really hope next week's episode is an hour long. And I know that's super wishful thinking, and I know it's like not a high possibility that is what's going to happen. But, bruv, like, please, can I just get next week's episode to be an hour long? Like, whatever I got to do to get that, I'm here for it. I'll be flying every time I hear the Secret Invasion music. Yeah, the Secret Invasion music is fire. Next episode needs to be 65 minutes, period. I could not agree more. Make it 72. Shit. Loki is still my number one on my list, but the dialogue for Secret Invasion I love better than Loki. Yeah, I could definitely understand that, yo. Like, Loki is so good for so many reasons, but the reasons why I like this show makes it better than Loki to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, all of the reasons that Loki is good for, this show is better because of other reasons. For my taste, you know what I mean? Like, if Loki had, like, the dialogue that we got from this and didn't have some of those, like, cheesier, weirder parts, like the getting hit in the nuts over and over again, and some of those, like, scenes that kind of took me out of it a little bit, I would have appreciated, that show would still stay my number one, but the tone of Secret Invasion overall, and the seriousness that everyone is taking everything, and even to the point where something that can be seen as quote unquote cheesy, like Nick Fury taking out each piece of his ensemble from one grave to the next, like, that can be seen as cheesy to some people, but for me, I love that, and that was just the amount of what I needed from this. Like, you know, yeah, like hell yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, let's get it. Yo, mind blown is right, Samurai. I agree completely. Apparently Gravik is too paranoid to hand out powers to lieutenants. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of like, what? But I mean, at the same time, he did kind of try to make it a point. He did try to kind of make it a point that I guess he wanted them to have the super Skrull powers and not just like the half-bit super Skrull powers. And by the way, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but when bruh punched the shit out of Beto with the Groot arm, and then he was just standing there with one Groot arm, that looks so close to like the full super Skrull vibe. And that's what I really wanted. Definitely interested in knowing what's going on, because he reverted back to his Skrull form, and I need to know, like, not just why, but why he's not in that form more. By the way, his Skrull form is probably my favorite one that we've seen yet. Bruh, yo, Luxo, how you feeling? I'm going to start watching. I just woke up. Be back soon. Yo, everybody was late on this one, yo. Yo, everybody was late on this one. Frisky. Yo, for real. I need to wake up in 5 hours. What am I doing? Yo, you're doing exactly what you should be doing, Marisu. You're nerding out because this is awesome. NYC Polo God 75 says trash. I would love if you could expand on that with words. I just ordered some yesterday. Oh, you ordered some glitch? Let's go, Nighthawk. Let's go. I definitely hope you like it, bro. It's delicious. What flavor did you get, bruv? Post-credit scenes count? Yeah. Did he call Gravik at the end, or do you think he called Maria Hill? Oh, John, I didn't even think about that, but I believe Maria is dead 100%. I don't think they would fake her death and give us the mother scene and all that heartfelt stuff if she was still alive. Just me personally. That would be a little bit of like like emotion revoking or whatever you want to say. It would kind of reel back some of the plot in a way too, because that made him go even harder, because she was like, she believed in you, she would have followed you, all this other shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's really what makes, like, capitalizes on that. So I don't think he called Maria, but maybe he called Chloe Bennett or something, you know? Maybe he called Quake or someone like that. But I don't think he would call Quake. Maybe he called Coulson. That would be dope if he called in Coulson. Does Ritson trust Rhodey, or is he a stooge? I think they purposely didn't show us him watching the news or anything like that on purpose, to keep us guessing on that. You know what I mean? To keep us wondering exactly what is happening, because that's a very good point. And you notice that Rhodey didn't say anything about Nick Fury. Like, he didn't say anything about none of that. He just strictly said it was the Russians and the Skrulls. So they may be trying to keep him in the dark about certain shit so they can get him to do these other things and kind of persuade the president's ideas. I'm definitely interested in how he's going to, you know, like, what's going to happen with him as well, because they definitely wanted him dead. Alfie says, so Gaia is going to kill Gravik, right? It's possible. It's possible she kills him. It's possible Fury kills him. It's possible everyone kills him. I don't know how he could die, because he has the whole extremist power. So they would probably have to blow his ass up. They would have to blow his ass up. I'm starting to think Emilia Clarke is sticking around the MCU for a while. Hey, I will say from the scoop that I got from Mike Beasy, you may be correct. You saw he switched out the coat with the DNA in the pocket, right? He's pulling a fast one on the SIS lady. Oh. And maybe that's why he grabbed that white thing in there, in order to use it as a finesse as well. And maybe he's going to have, like, someone come pick it up from that site for him or something. I would like that. Finale's going to be wild, for real, for real. Downton Abbey playing the drill music? Yeah, that for real. That shit was fire. I love that Gravik's followers rebelled when they saw him execute his number 2. Yeah, that's exactly what should have happened too, in my opinion. That's exactly what should have happened. They should have rebelled because he killed his number 2, because it lets them know just how off the wire he is. You know what I'm saying? Poll is open, by the way. Will we see any heroes show up for the finale? Use exclamation point vote and type in yes or no to vote what you think will happen. No superhero, Scott says, the problem isn't one that's going to be solved by repulsor blasts and chaos magic. Hey, that's facts. I agree with that. But I don't think there's anybody that is available to use either of those things right now. Just to drop a little something in there. A 4-hour finale, facts. I'm here for it. Sign me the hell up. I just got done watching the episode, Terrell says. I really like it. Fury at the end did the most badass Nick Fury thing that only Samuel L. Jackson's character could pull off. Yeah, facts. I definitely agree. That shit was so fire, Terrell. I'm not gonna lie. It got me really hype. It got me super pumped up. I am ecstatic about next week's episode. I can't believe we have to wait a whole week for that shit to come out, bro, because, like, I definitely need that to happen right this second, yo. Like, for real. But just so you guys know, even though that is the only, even though that's Secret Invasion, that's like, we got to wait till next week for the next episode of that. That's not the only watch party that we're going to be having. If you guys are part of the Discord, on Friday, we will be doing an Adventures with Superman marathon of sorts, where we will be watching episodes 1 through 1 through 3, leading up to the new episode as well. I'm not sure. Like, once again, I'm not sure what time that actually drops. It might drop a little bit earlier, a little bit later, or whatever. But we will be checking that out and tapping in. If you guys have been watching the show, I would love to hear how you feel about it. If you haven't been watching the show, this will be your chance to tune in and catch up. So definitely join the Discord if you're not in there, because we're always vibing out and talking about some cool things. And just to throw it out there yet again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow me on all social medias, because I do be posting on TikToks. I be posting TikToks about different things, my movie reviews for different stuff, and all that good stuff. So definitely tap in if you want to see some more content from your boy. Maybe we'll see War Machine next episode, Real Rhodey, maybe even Thunderbolt Ross, or even Cap leading into Brave New World. I think that's very ambitious, but I'm down for any of it. I think it's very possible to see Thunderbolt. I do. I think it's super possible to see Thunderbolt. Whoa! Oh, shit! That's how he becomes the Hulk! That's how he becomes the Hulk, yo. It's because they got Hulk's blood. They got this new machine from the SIS lady getting the stuff in. Thunderbolt Ross will use Hulk's blood and use the machine on himself as a human. They can make it into him, and then he becomes the freaking Hulk, bro. Post-credit scene for Secret Invasion right there. Oh, that would be fire. Yo, that would be so lit. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be so lit. I just got myself so excited. Even though that might not happen, I am super hyped for that to happen now. I think that should definitely happen. Whoa. I love that. Love seeing the Widow's Veil too. Haven't seen that in a minute. So Skrulls probably inspired Black Widow camouflage facial disguise. Yeah, because we saw that also in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, used by what is her name? Shannon Carter. We saw her use that as well. In that, and then I think we saw it used somewhere else also. So that is dope. I love the callback to Black Widow, and then also seeing the dude from Black Widow in it as well. Like, double callback. Love that. Let's go. The mausoleum gravestones gave some Wakanda vibes. Oh, okay. I dig that. I dig that. What if the finale is called New World Order? Ooh, I would love that. Oh, shit. I would love it if it's called New World Order. And then I would love that, actually. I think Hulk is the Avenger Gravik will get. That's okay. Okay, Zeke. Okay. So who was he talking to in the last scene? Yeah, I don't know who he's talking to in that last scene either, to be completely honest. I think I gave some ideas before, but that's kind of it. I feel like the vial is how the red low comes to be. Hey, that's what I was just saying, Tama. I agree. Twama, maybe? I definitely agree, Twama. Like, for real. I definitely agree with that. Remember, guys, there is the Marvels before Captain America Brave New World. Yes, this is very true, Ivanka, but you have to also think about the Marvels is focused more on the cosmic side of things and not necessarily the ground level thing. You know what I mean? The first Disney show where penultimate episode didn't keep bringing up new questions threads that make the finale too chaotic. That's true, Scott Spence. I do agree with that. I do agree with that completely. I said Coulson, May, and Daisy. Yeah, it's definitely possible to see Coulson, May, and Daisy. I do believe that for sure. What do you think Nick Fury... Who do you think Nick Fury called? Because in one of the promos, Nick has basically said the cavalry is coming. I have no idea, bro. But what I'm also interested in knowing is how much of a Super Skrull Gaia is. Because so far, we've only seen her use one ability. And I honestly thought they were going to use that shootout scene at the end to showcase her having a little bit of extra spiciness going on. But it may be possible that she only took the extremist power. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Downton Abbey shot her boss with zero hesitation. She should have shot Rhodey in the hospital. Yeah, she didn't know he was a Skrull though. But I agree. She definitely will probably lock his ass out now. Samuel L. Jackson really showed up to work. Makes me feel like they haven't been using him enough all these years. Oh, yeah, they definitely haven't been using him enough all these years. But at the same time, like, I don't think they could have used him in the way that they used him now, you know? Think about how he was in, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was used sporadically in that show. He's been in the MCU sporadically as well. And Samuel L. Jackson probably was waiting for something on this hype to be able to do. You know what I mean? And if you kind of think about it also, he's been a very pivotal part of the Captain America trilogy that we've had so far. And he's been, I think he's currently the... No. He wasn't in Iron Man 1, huh? Nick Fury wasn't in Iron Man 1. Was he? Maybe he was. No, he wasn't. It was 2 when he showed up. So I guess Happy Hogan is actually the only... Happy Hogan and Pepper Potts are like the only OG members left at this point now, which is crazy. Ross becoming Red Hulk next week would be insane. Yo, it would be insane, King Philip. I definitely agree with you there, bro. I really think that could be a post-credit scene for next week. Like, don't quote me on that, but quote me on that shit. I think it's really possible for us to get that, like, next week, especially if we see the president die in some way or fashion or something like that. Like, definitely think that could happen. Maybe we could get a Young Avengers tease from Fury in a post-credit scene. I think they're going to save that for the Marvels, bro. I definitely think they're going to save that for the Marvels. That's the best place for them to introduce the Young Avengers, in my opinion. I think real Ross might be in hiding. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. But I would love to see him show up in the next episode, especially with an attack on the president. And I believe he is, I believe Thunderbolt Ross is like, you know what I mean? Like the head of the defense or something. Like he is one of the he has a high ranking, I get. I'm just basically. So definitely interested in what's going to go on with that. Whoa, what if Sis Lady is teamed up with Valentina? Ooh. I could see that. SIS Lady, I mean. Yeah, I could see that. SIS and CIA joint operation thing going on. If he's saying the cavalry is coming, that's Agent May, because that's Agent May's nickname, so I think he called Coulson. Oh, okay. Or he called Agent May. Or he called Melinda. Because I don't know if they're going... I don't know how much of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canonized, yo. So I think him calling May is better than him calling Coulson. Because it leaves things a little more sealed. I really think that whenever the real Rhodey comes back, he has to fix the mistake that his imposter created. Maybe leaked some of Iron Man's suit designs. That will be the plot of Armor Wars. Yeah, I can see that as well. I don't know if we even have a plot for Armor Wars yet, do we? Armor Wars is a 7-issue Iron Man story arc written by... Okay, no, that's not it. Yeah, it just says, find out what will happen if Tony Stark's tech falls into the wrong hands. So yeah, that's definitely Rhodey coming back and you know, trying to restore the sins of the past. And it's very possible that Rhodey may have not been a Skrull for a long time. Let's just say that. I would like to see the son of Cole. Marsu. Come on, G. He was on a post-credit scene of Iron Man 1. Oh, okay. So Nick Fury is like one of the only remaining people still rocking. Gotta keep him around for as long as possible. Prez definitely has to die. Ross has to become president somehow. Yeah, that's facts. He definitely needs to become the president in some way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, I think he was just telling Gravik he has it and he's on his way. My hope was the vial was real. Wait, what? Hold on. My hope was the vial was really Fury's infinity formula. Jules Winfield forever. I don't know what you mean by Jules Winfield forever. And I don't think I know what the infinity formula is, to be completely honest. Saw another scene with Gravik drinking his diabetes tea coffee this episode. Yeah, facts. I saw it. I actually noticed it this episode because of what you were saying in the Discord, John. John has basically been pointing out that Gravik has been having hella sugar with his tea or coffee or whatever it is that he's drinking. And he's putting like hella sugar in there. And he was saying that's possibly directly correlated to how his powers are working, and all those types of things as well. And I think this episode is the first time I saw him put hella sugar in it. That also may be a Skrull thing, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like Val will be the harvest. I feel like Val will be after the harvest quick if she catches wind of it. I honestly think that if she doesn't know about it already, I'd kind of be surprised. Wait, I didn't mean Ross. Who was the CIA agent from Black Panther that was in the first episode? That's who I meant is in hiding. Oh, that Ross. No, that is also Ross. They're both Ross. It's very confusing, but yeah, they're both Ross. I think that Ross is dead as well. I'm not going to lie. I think every person we've seen die is dead. Except, who did I say? Oh, damn. Nah, I think everybody is dead. I'm pretty sure everyone's dead. From what we know from Captain America Brave New World, Ross is the new U.S. president, so something has to happen to President Ritson in order for Ross to take his position. Yeah, exactly, Terrell. Facts. Okay, boys, just watched it. Yep, let us know how you feeling, Luxo. Let us know. How's it going, bro? How you feeling? There are rumors that Justin Hammer might be back for Armor Wars. Yep, I've seen that rumor. FYI, Secretary of Defense is 6th in the line for the presidency. Ross could become president, but a lot of people got to die first. What if they say those other people are Skrulls? Or what if those other people are Skrulls? That would be fire. If they figure out a way to get, to out the Skrulls some type of way, and then those 6 people in the line to be the president next are all Skrulls. And then President Ross is like, nah, G, I'm back, baby. You know what I mean? Like that I think that would be a really dope way to kind of put it into the fray. The infinity formula is what keeps 616 Fury young. Okay, maybe I did know that. Yes, I did know that. My bad. I knew about the infinity formula and then the life model decoys that he has. Yeah, that's my fault. I knew about that. I don't know why my brain didn't know what the infinity formula was. Maybe because I instantly was trying to connect it to infinity stones for some reason. Jules is Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction just being dumb. Oh, okay. I got you. I had problems with the hospital scene. Like, why the F would either of them let the other live in that moment? Because the president was just had an assassination attempt on his life, and they want and also you have to remember that Rhodey is taking direct orders from Gravik, who knows that Fury is the only person that has the formula that he wants. You know what I mean? So he has to keep him alive. And then Nick Fury obviously can't just shoot bruh in front of all the Secret Service as well. So that's why he's alive. Man, I would love if who Fury called was the early Thunderbolts group, and that's why he keeps saying he doesn't want the Avengers to help. I could see that, but he specifically said we can't keep calling these superheroes in. And technically, at least 3 out of the 5 Thunderbolts are superheroes, are super in some way. The Skrull problem definitely plays into Ross becoming president. Yes, it does. Like I was saying last week, what I am hoping that they do with that is take it the whole. Is that no, that's not Secret Invasion, is it? I don't think so. But in the comics, something is happening. And basically, Norman Osborn, he intercepts the call that was supposed to go to Iron Man, or that Iron Man called to whoever. And he used the information that they gave to save the world. And then he used that as a way to rocket himself into being the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. instead of Tony Stark. And I could see Thunderbolt Ross doing that same type of thing, but utilizing it to rocket ship himself to president. So what if Fury tries to handle everything himself, and then the Thunderbolts come in and they actually like make some shit happen, and that's how he gets rocketed to the position of it. You know what I mean? I think that would be really dope. The real Rhodey has to show up in the finale, because ain't no way that female Skrull will still be Rhodey before our Armor Wars is out. Yeah, facts. And we found out what her name is, and her name was Rava. No Avatar The Last Airbender. Rava. I don't know if that name would be in the Big Book of Marvel. Let's Google it and see what we can find about Rava. Rava Skrull. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Oops. Oops. There we go. Men with laws and threats of cages took Rava's blood cane until she could birth no more. So Rava took blood back. Rava gave birth to Carnage. What the hell? A rogue Skrull pirate, Rava, struck back against the Skrull Empire following the death of her offspring, Scrag and Ravaka, in the wake of her carnage. She was sentenced to a lifetime at a secret deep space torture prison. There, she made acquaintances with fellow prisoners Metal Master, Blinky, Absorbing Man, and Black Bolt, with whom she eventually tried to escape. Even though the initial attempt failed, Black Bolt's pet Lockjaw came to his aid, giving the captives the chance to try again. The jailer was finally killed by the combined powers of Black Bolt and Absorbing Man, though at the cost of the life of the latter. Once the dust settled, the allied escapees bid farewell and parted ways. That didn't give us too much, oh, Jesus Christ. That didn't give us too much insight on what's going on there, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely interested in knowing what's going on with Rava and how they utilize her. Like, for real, for real. Rhodey's guards are all Skrulls, so if Fury shot Rhodey, he would just get killed. One of the guards would have become Rhodey, so nothing would have been solved. That's not... I don't know I don't know where you got that from, brother, but that's not a fact. I don't think any of the guards know he's a Skrull. Some of them might, but I don't think all of them do. I don't think we've seen that at all happen. The way it's been for the majority of the other Skrulls is that they're not surrounded by other Skrulls. They're just assuming the position, and everyone kind of just thinks that's who they are. You know what I mean? What if none of the people in pods get rescued and they just nuke the place? Is that too dark? Oh shit, I forgot all those humans are there too! Damn, I forgot all about all those humans are there as well. That might be too dark, Marisu. I'm not gonna lie, that might be too dark. Nah, ain't no might. That is too dark for sure. That's 100% too dark. Like, for sure that's too dark, I think. Like, I think that's definitely too dark, yo. God damn, that would be insane. Like, honestly, that would be crazy. Yo, and just so you guys know, when you become a Brovenger, when you become a member of Marvel Bros, not only are you showing support for what we do here on YouTube, but you also get a bunch of awesome perks to represent the Super Fam in these live chats and in the shows. You also get channel emotes and member-only badges, dedicated giveaways, special Brovengers only streams where we nerd out, talk scoops, record trailer reactions live, have watch parties for you guys only, and of course, with the different levels and tiers of Brovengers that you become, more things are open up to you. So if you become a level 2 Brovengers, you get more perks. If you become a level 3 Brovenger, you get even more perks, and so on and so forth. I don't think it goes past level 3 right now, but it can possibly at some point, someday. So definitely check it out. If you click that little join button somewhere on your screen, it should give you all of the stuff to know, and you can actually become a level 1 Brovenger starting at only $2.99. So definitely tap in skis. Lewinsky's, and we also do those dedicated Q&As. We do Brovenger Q&As, and then we do the open Q&As for everybody, and that's also open in Discord for you guys to ask whatever questions you want to as well for those Q&As. Alrighty, so where do you guys think we are going with Fury telling the president not to trust Rhodey once Rhodey was talking to the president in the hospital room? He seemed kind of off. I think that's the lead to his demise. I believe that is the start of his demise. No cap. It was cool. We got the true history about Brixton. I'm sorry. Brixton. Is that the close? I may have missed that. The scene between Fury and Gaia was my favorite in the episode. The bar or wherever that was. That was the place we saw from the first episode where all the Skrulls were. And they were like taking on the form of human faces and stuff like that. That was their... like Social Security type of office, I guess, or something like that. I'm hoping the president is just playing dumb to stay alive. He's got to be suspicious of everyone. Legitimately, you have to be. And for Rhodey to just come in and just talk about Skrull. I mean, if he's stupid and gullible, I mean, not stupid and gullible. I mean, you would probably trust your right-hand man as well to not be a Skrull, but who knows? That story was crazy. Black Bolt had lost his powers until the end when they killed the jailer. Wild story. It's a Black Bolt centered story. Interesting. Interesting. That's very interesting. Armor Wars was Riri's mark. I left at the bottom of the river or Atlantic. What? I don't understand. My bad, G. That's not how it works. They take the memories before becoming the host. It's not just a swap of characters. Yeah, you could just take their face for sure, but it's not you're not gonna get all of the knowledge that Skrull knows about all the president stuff and all of that type of thing. They gotta do the little mind thing that we've seen them do, or they gotta get put into the machine to get the full memories going on. You know what I mean? I have something interesting, Sensei. Yo, what's up with it? Tell me what it is. Remember Fury said, how well do you know your security detail right before Rhodey fired him? He was telling Rhodey that Skrulls had infiltrated his detail. That was before he knew Rhodey was the Skrull. He is the Skrull that had infiltrated the detail. You know what I mean? Like, Rhodey was the Skrull that infiltrated Rhodey's detail. Because Nick Fury didn't know who the Skrulls were. He was just telling Rhodey because he thought Rhodey was actually Rhodey. So he was just trying to look out for him. But Rhodey was actually a Skrull. So when he found that out, he was like, oh, shit. So you're the one that's the Skrull. So there might be like another 1 to 2 on the detail, maybe. But I highly doubt that. Like, I just highly doubt that because I think they want to be a lot more spread out among the, like, everything. So they, instead of being someone on the security detail, it might be like someone else that's in the office with him. Like I was saying before, it's possible like the next people that are in the line to become the president after Ritson, it's possible that they're Skrulls because we saw like the leader of the SIS was the Skrull, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? They usually put the Skrulls as those leadership positions or in high positions like that. So once other things are going on, you know, they can kind of get that going. So yeah. Yeah. I don't think the guards are, but either way, not knowing, you're right, he can't take the risk, or even that he's not put down before they see Scrody change. Yo, but yeah, bro, he can't take the risk though. Nick Fury can't take that risk because even though they're not Skrulls, they're still just gonna shoot him and kill him, and then no one will be able to do anything, and it'll just ruin everyone's plans. They're all the way around. So then automatically World War III. Fury told Gaia about Brixton in the building where he was, talking about the significance of choosing those two. Oh, yes. I got you. I'm keeping up. I don't know, Marvel Bros. I'm wishing for those Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. days when they Hydra turn happen. I had a lot of hope for the series, but I don't know if it's coming through in the last couple episodes. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was awesome until it wasn't. That's kind of how I feel about that. This series is incredible, bro. Like, no cap. This series is incredible, and this episode is continuing the incredibleness for it. I don't know what issues you might have with it. We could definitely talk about them because that's what we're here for, right? To talk about what you might not have liked, what you did like, what you might be confused about, to help iron out a lot of those minute details and stuff because it's easy to miss things. Brixton is a neighborhood where West Indian refugees lived after World War II in England. God damn, I didn't know that. That's awesome. I love that. Like, I really do love that. One plot hole was how the heck did they get Talos' body? I don't think that's a plot hole. They just didn't show it on screen, you know? But they definitely left bro's body in the middle of the street. But it's someone got his body up. And there was agents there that weren't evil. You know what I mean? That rocked with Nick Fury. Like, when all of the agents came up, they immediately were rocking with Nick Fury. They knew who he was. And then they saw Talos was with Nick Fury. They saw Talos was protecting the president as well. It's very possible that Nick Fury just got one of them to get the body in there. Or No, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. Or the SIS agent might have had people do it as well. But I don't think that's necessarily a plot hole. It just happened off screen. And I don't know if that's something necessarily we needed to see on screen either. Yeah. Just finished the episode. All I have to say is that was the best episode of the series, in my opinion. I found myself standing up, getting hyped throughout the episode, laughing my ass off. Hell yeah, Delta Star. That's what I'm talking about. I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way. I feel the same way completely. Remember, Nick broke dude's arm. He's definitely didn't have Skrull strength. Yeah, and bro's arm is still in that sling, by the way. He is still in the sling to this episode. We still see him with a broken arm. This episode answered a lot of questions, which was cool, but a question that they didn't answer was, when did they get Rhodey? I think that question is definitely going to be answered in the next episode. It's kind of insane that we haven't got more of a graphic story yet either. But I would love if we get a Rhodey backstory next, because for some reason I do feel like Rava may have her own ideas and her own plans, and not necessarily just want to go right off of what Gravik is saying. Anybody been noticing Fury's beard? It's been changing quite a bit now and then, mostly VR. What? Who knows? Just a thought. All right, Shri. Okay, Shri. It's very possible. I haven't seen it, but it's very possible. I did see someone saying that, whenever it's very possible we've been seeing, Samuel L. Jackson switching out with, or Nick Fury switching out with Skrulls in his place. But I don't think that would happen, because I don't think he knows what Skrulls he can trust yet. I think they got Rhodey after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's very possible that it was after John Reyes. I think it's very possible. I'm kind of for the before vibe, because I think that fits within the narrative of him being so okay with the passing down of the mantle. I mean, think about that. Rhodey didn't tell Sam that they were looking at someone else to be Captain America. I really feel like that's something spicy. I think that's a big thing that they could that could be tied in to Skrull. You know what I mean? Skrulls. And it's very possible that Rhodey loses his position that he has now after all this stuff comes out, and President Thunderbolt Ross is appointed as, president. And then maybe John Hammer comes in as that person for Thunderbolt Ross instead, which is very possible. Or maybe even Val comes in, which is also just as possible. And then that's how Armor Wars is started, because Justin Hammer now has the spot of where Rhodey is, because Thunderbolt Ross has put him in that position, or Thunderbolt Ross is putting, his little Dark Avengers in place, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Just have his people everywhere. And then that causes Rhodey to have to be like a rogue Rhodey, and take on the government to get his shit back. Because for all intents and purposes, he is the successor for the Iron Man mantle if he wanted it. You know what I mean? He would be the next person to be Iron Man if he wanted to be Iron Man. But War Machine is his own person, Iron Man and War Machine aren't like Captain America and Falcon. I honestly think that Rhodey might have been a Skrull a little bit after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If he's been a Skrull during or before Endgame, it cheapens the Infinity Saga for me when too much emotion went into it. I don't feel the same way, because it's a person protecting. It would still be what it was in Infinity War. It would still be the same. Infinity War and Endgame, it would still be the same thing, and that is War Machine or Rhodey protecting the Earth. It's just that Brad been dead this whole time, so it's a Skrull that was protecting the Earth, as they've been doing this entire time already. I guess it would be a little cheap. It would be a little cheap It would be a little cheap. I don't know if it would cheapen the Infinity Saga for me, but it would cheapen Rhodey's character for me a little bit, and I love me some Rhodey. But if it's been Rhodey the whole time, then guess what? It doesn't cheapen the character at all because it's always been him as a Skrull. That's how he's always been. You know what I mean? That is the character. Right? But it being a female is wild. I don't know. If footage played on the news of Fury killing Maria Hill, why would the general public know or care? What? If footage played on the news of Fury killing Maria Hill, why would the general public... Bro, I honestly don't even understand what you're saying. Why would they care? Why would they care that an American past agent of some kind has killed a government agent on Russian soil when there was a terrorist threat, and they are also pinning the terrorist attack on him as well? Bro, what? Because that's all the same shit. Before, they just knew that there was a terrorist attack before, you know? Now they're pinning the death and the terrorist attack all on Nick Fury. So the general public cares about all of that. I mean, yo, if the general public sees some random person getting shot by a cop, you know, they care. So they're definitely going to care about this level as well. I don't know. You might be not giving human beings enough credit for caring about life. I'm just saying, on that part, you might not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What if Sharon Carter is one at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and she was talking to Gravik? Ooh, I would like that, because then that wouldn't cheapen her character development. You know what I mean? Because that was cheap, like taking Sharon Carter and like kind of changing everything about her. That was a cheap thing to do. True, it's not like Maria Hill is famous, and technically Fury's deep cover as well, so it shouldn't matter if he's framed for murder, except it matters that her mom trusted him. Yo, what? That is not, bro, that is not how things work, you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about in this stance. Yo, like, just because Maria Hill isn't known as isn't like a national hero or anything, doesn't mean the human society would not care that an American agent was killed at the site of a terrorist attack on Russian soil by another American agent. You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying, why would people care if a police officer got shot? They don't know who that officer is, and just because it's a cop, like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, if that's how the news is pushing it, as, yo, Nick Fury, former head of SHIELD, because everyone knows about SHIELD. You got to remember this. Natasha did leak all of the SHIELD documents, so it's not like no one knows who SHIELD is. It's not like no one knows who Nick Fury is. That deep cover shit is over with now. Like, everyone knows everything about SHIELD and all of those things, because all that information got put out across the web, like, to everybody, right? Like, to everyone. I believe that was one of the ways that bro was able to even create some of the serum for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is because of some of those documents that had got leaked, if I'm not mistaken, or it was something similar to that. So, like, yeah. Like, if the news was showing some government guy you've never heard of killing another government guy you've never heard of, I mean, if it's in response, yeah, bro, I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me. If the news was like, yo, this CIA agent killed this CIA agent at the attack of a terrorist, like at the location of a terrorist attack, that would be all over the news. Everyone would be talking about it, and it would be something that it would be huge. It would be freaking huge. Luxo Sapien, are you saying you wouldn't care? I mean, that's facts. If it was the shot that triggered World War III, people would care. Exactly. I agree completely. I think it might make Fury a fugitive, but definitely not the most hated man on the planet, like Rhodey said. 100%. We are talking about a terrorist attack from one man. You know what I mean? A terrorist attack. Maria Hill, documents put out. Yeah. For sure gonna be hated. For sure, for sure. Since Armor Wars is about Tony's suit's design getting out, I just realized when Riri, Shuri, Okoye are attacked, what became of her Mark 1 Ironheart suit? Sorry, off topic. No, that's not off topic. That's kind of what we're in the flow of talking about that. So when it comes to Armor Wars, it's not just about Tony's suits, I don't think. I think it's just about all of that type of technology that Tony was building in the first place. And then Riri has her suit, if I'm not mistaken, right? Doesn't Riri have her suit? Did something happen to it? I can't remember. Because I know she also built the new suit. Did the old one, like, get destroyed or something? That's actually a good question. I can't recall off the top of my head. I guess I would, but S.H.I.E.L.D. is a clandestine operation. I don't... I don't... You guys got to be forgetting what's going on and what universe we're in, bro. Because S.H.I.E.L.D. does not exist anymore. S.H.I.E.L.D. is not a thing. All of their stuff is online. Everybody knows about the stuff. You know what I mean, Loxo? You know? Not since Black Widow dumped all of the S.H.I.E.L.D.'s laundry on the internet. Everyone knows Nick Fury after that. Facts. Everyone knows all the stuff. Everyone knows all of the things. Remember the names of the prisoners of war from the Gulf War I? I don't either, but I remember seeing the news stories when I was a kid. I don't know what that has to do with the terrorist attack. You know what I mean? That's not the same thing. Think about it. People remember Osama bin Laden's name. People remember all of these other terrorist names, and they are putting Nick Fury in that same way. And think about it. It was a huge festival where thousands of people were killed, men, women, and children. Like, come on, y'all. What are we talking about? And when in episode 1, Gaia had looked up and saw someone watching her with the collective talking to Gravik. Who was that person? In episode 1, Gaia looked up. I don't know. Let's see. Gaia. Where's Gaia? There's Gaia. Here we go. Let me see. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm trying to find the part you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about or when. Yeah, let me know what part that happened at, and I'll go back and check it out. Good point, Mary Sue, but average person distrusts the government already, so I don't see Fury being the most hated on Earth. Yeah, he definitely would. Especially when people like Scott Lang have came out and did podcasts about the Battle of Earth and all these things. Like, nothing is as secret anymore. We don't live in that same MCU anymore. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's not the same universe that we're in. Sword had a giant building in the middle of New York, like, just there. And it said Sword right on the front of it. You know, like, we are not in the same times. Like, the thing, like, all that secretive shit has caused a lot of issues now. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of issues. Did they get blood samples from after Avengers? Whose all blood are they trying to get? They have all of the Avengers' blood from the Battle of Earth. Everyone shed blood, he said, even Carol Danvers for the Battle of Earth. So they got everyone's blood there. I'm curious as to why the Skrulls haven't used Rhodey's War Machine suit. There's really no reason to, I don't think. There's no reason to, especially if it's all locked up and stuff. They're trying to keep things under wrap as much as possible. They're doing everything as secretive as possible that they can. Rhodey and Sam have loyalty to each other because of both being in Air Force, so I don't see real Rhodey not telling Sam about U.S. agent taking Cap's mantle. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Bro, there's military news death on the news all the time that most of us don't give a lot of attention to. Name 2 Bro, we are talking about the terrorist attack. This isn't just some random people. It's not just a person just getting shot in the street, bro. He murdered her at the scene of the terrorist attack that they're trying to pin on her, my guy. Facts, Luxo Sapin, we lost people to friendly fire during the Iraq War, and nobody remembers that or cares. You guys are not, the things you guys are talking about has nothing to do with the show right now. Not even agent on agent, but head of CIA kills his deputy director. Yes, that's a good way to look at it, I guess. If that's the way that they had it firmed, because Maria Hill is obviously still an agent and Nick Fury is obviously still an agent of something. So, you know, since S.H.I.E.L.D. faded, you know, they know what's going on. I may be jaded from what I saw from civilians when we got back from Iraq, but I don't see the entire world caring. In fact, some countries would be happy. Yo, I don't know, man. I've never seen any. I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing anyone be happy about a terrorist attack happening to another country that wasn't directly responsible for said terrorist attack. It would make sense to say and retcon that was the reason why Sharon was acting out of character, because she's a Skrull while the real one is immobilized. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so do you know guys' names that did 9/11? Me, personally, as a child when 9/11 happened, no. But I'm pretty sure some of the adults that were going on at that time, they do. And if they don't know about it, they know. If they don't know about it, you know why? Maybe because the everything wasn't the way it is at this time now either. Like, the news is super different now, and we have Twitter and we have all the social media stuff that's sharing news and sharing everything all of the time. I mean, you know, like, look at what happened when they put it on the news that freaking the Abomination is fighting Shang-Chi or fighting Wong in a secret place in Madripoor. Like, that's on the news, and that's like, people care about these things, people know about these things. Just because it's not every single person doesn't mean that no one's gonna care, you know what I mean? And not to mention, did you guys miss when he was already on the no-fly list at the place? They had the picture of him right there of Nick Fury already on the no-fly list. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because the restrictions aren't at, like, the most hated person in the world, I don't think that Rhodey, a person that's working for the government, is talking about just regular civilians hating him. I'm pretty sure he's probably talking about the government's hating him, the Russian government hating him, the United States government hating him, the other governments of the world also being putting him on this terrorist watch list that he is now on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do we know every person that's on the freaking FBI's watch list? No, but are they still on this watch list? Yes. Like, is there a reason why they're on it? Yes. Are they still being hunted by multiple people? Yes. Like, all of these things are facts still. You know what I mean? Like if there is a terrorist attack, the terrorist is going to be put everywhere, or it's not going to be put anywhere, and it's going to be spread secretly throughout all the governments so they know what to look for and do with. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, it seems like a weird threat to make to a spy about killing another spy. If he was still a spy, it would be, but he's not a spy like that. This in the same way. You know what I mean? Like, everything is out in the open already. You know what I'm saying? The shadowy guy was Gravik. Okay, King. I don't know. I really don't know. Not Bin Laden, the actual guys that did it. Okay, now imagine if Bin Laden was the actual guys that did it, one and the same person, and we actually were able to see Bin Laden literally doing the thing that's happening all over the. You know what I mean? Like boom, and it's like we don't remember those guys' names because they died. Like I'm not trying to laugh about it, but they died, bro. Like there is no reason to put a manhunt out for people that are dead. That's why we were looking for Bin Laden. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think we're connecting dots here. He was a part of a group in that first episode. The number 2 man was leading the group combo. Yes, facts. Yeah. Facts. No, they, Riri, and Shuri get taken by Nomura to Talokan. No idea how to spell that. Never see that first suit again. I'm pretty sure the suit got wrecked, though. I'm pretty sure the suit got wrecked, and if it didn't, then damage control has it, and that may be a part of what Armor Wars is about. Very possible. All that for a drop of blood. Yeah, facts. So Battle of Earth is in game. That's why I'm confused. When I hear Battle of Earth, I think Avengers 1. No, that's the Battle of New York, brother. The Battle of Earth is in game. Yeah, that's the Battle of Earth is in game. For sure. That's why I said it should be called the Battle for Earth, and the other one is called the Battle of New York or something like that, right? Yeah, the Battle of New York. The Battle of New York and then the Battle of Earth. So those are the 2 big battles of the MCU. And I don't know what they might call it. And then they just call Infinity War the snap. So Infinity War is the snap. Endgame is the Battle of Earth. Avengers 1 is the Battle for New York. There is a scene in Endgame where Nebula tells Rhodey, I wasn't always like this. And Rhodey says, I wasn't either, but we work with what we got. Yeah, that's facts. That is facts. And we just assumed that was in correlation to the leg thing, but it may have been in correlation to that. She had just introduced the new Skrull at the compound. Pagan asked Gaia to join him in a meeting with Gravik. During the meeting, she looked up and saw a figure. Okay. Let's see that. She had just the new Skrull compound. Pagan asked Gaia to join him in a meeting with Gravik. Okay, let's see. My bad, I'm kind of doing a little scene selection thing here for you right now, Sammy. Let's see. You said that was in episode 1? Yeah, I'm not sure, brother. I'm not gonna lie. No, yeah, she looks. I'm pretty sure she looks up at Gravik because that's when we first see that they have the machines that are keeping people in stasis and stealing their memories. Because the second in command guy is there with Gaia. They just took bruh's memories and stuff like that. They're doing the thing. Gaia looks up, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Gravik. Because Gravik has like those collars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Gravik. Yeah. People remember the names of all major school shooters of the past 20 years when the 24-hour news cycle makes you the face of a tragedy. It gets seared into people's minds. Yeah, facts. I agree with that completely. Okay, that makes sense. Other governments hating him makes sense. Most hated just seems like everyone on Earth would hate him, but explaining that it's governments makes sense. Yeah, I think that's really what he meant more. I don't think he meant like, oh yeah, bro, you're gonna be the most hated. Like every children that are running through the street will stop and mug you. Like I don't think that's what. Like I think you might be taking things a little bit too serious if that's how you think of it. You know what I mean? I'm surprised y'all pushing back so much on that. Yeah, I am too. But that I don't want to like single. I'm not trying to single anybody out, but really doing these shows and stuff, it just really lets me see that a lot of people just don't like comprehend the stuff that's going on in the grand scheme of everything. So a lot of things are very nitpicky because it's not a big thing to be caught up on, but it'd be like a big thing in a way, you know? And then it just kind of spirals you into a deeper hole of like, nah, that doesn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it spirals you into a deeper hole of trying to make sense of something, but it's like you're missing the actual sense of it from the MCU standpoint, and you're trying to correlate it to real world shit when we're talking about a universe that has superheroes fighting and doing crazy shit, and there was just a terrorist attack. President just had an attack on him by a Skrull, and they're probably going to weave all this stuff together. That's probably why he'll be the most hated person on Earth, because he sided with an alien to kill the president and killed an agent of the United States of America as well. I think I think that's pretty believable if all of that is weaved together and put on the news for people to get. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, screw Nick Fury, man. Like that guy sucks. He's not an American. He's not my Nick Fury." You know what I mean? Like, bro, people go crazy over everything nowadays in our society. So just imagine how wild things are going in the MCU society. They're definitely talking about that shit. We got Captain America giving speeches on the news. We got Abomination who destroyed a city, you feel me, like fighting a magic wielding dude that then comes and goes on trial for it. Like, bro, we got wild shit going on all the time. So if a human is working with the alien against the aliens and all that, like, bro, it's insane. Nick Fury isn't a celebrity. He's been off Earth for years. And a lot of people know he's been off Earth, by the way. Like the SIS lady knew he was off Earth. A lot of people knew that he was off world. So that might not even be a secret thing either. Like I said, Sword literally had a giant facility in the middle of the freaking New York, like giant TV screens on it with the news playing. Remember in WandaVision when she walks into Sword? That Sword that she walks into, and it has giant televisions and screens on it, and a giant Sword logo in the front. Like, they are not hiding anything anymore. We are in a world that has been attacked by aliens. There is no hiding these government things like that. There's only the spy government secrets that are being hid. We need to know that we have a defense against space stuff. And if Nick Fury is on the Sword base that's in orbit, I bet you people know about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they've even been promoting the sword station on the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be surprised at all. Imagine the government comes out and shows a pic of an alien. We would be talking about it for decades. I mean, yeah. I mean, look, the government came out and said that UFOs are true. People rarely talk about that. But what does it do? It spins off from other stuff, you know? Okay, thanks on the Battle of Earth, LOL. I was like, what are they going to do with Hawkeye's blood? Yeah, I don't know about Hawkeye's blood, but everyone else, you know, is different, you know? Y'all remember the Miss Marvel trailer? Kamala Khan recognizes Fury on sight. He is famous. Case closed. Damn, that's a hella good point. That's a hella good point. As soon as she comes up to the thing, she's like, oh my God, it's Nick Fury immediately. And she is not a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent or anything like that. And she's a nerd. Avenger Con might have had a couple Nick Furies in Miss Marvel as well. There you go, Marisu. Marisu is on the case. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Marisu is on it. Marisu is on it for sure. Nick Fury is a known person. We don't know why, but he is. And what's going on now is going to get him even more known. Like, he is a key part of the story of the Avengers. And the Avengers are super famous. So I don't think people don't know that. I mean, you have, like, think about all the movies that came out as well, right? What was that on? Was that on Spider-Man Far From Home? One of those movies. Remember, they had in-universe movies talking about the blip, about the Avengers, about all the different things that have happened in the MCU. There is no doubt a documentary on all these different things. For real. Plus, 9/11 was one of the most tragic events to ever happen. I was born in 2001, and during school, all of us had watched videos of what happened to not forget and said event and care about it. Facts. And it's very possible they do stuff like that within the MCU for all these different things that are going on. Sure, but Kamala Khan is also supposed to be a super fan. Yeah, she is a super fan. But what does that have to do with anything, though? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that has to do with any, like, you know, I don't know how much that has to do with anything. There's also Peter and Ned in Spider-Man. Facts. In Spider-Man Far From Home, that's Spider-Man Far From Home, okay? Right? Yeah, that's Spider-Man Far From Home. As soon as Peter and Ned walk into the room, Nick Fury is sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, it's Nick Fury. They know who he is immediately. There's an immediate reaction. Damn near every person in the Marvel Cinematic Universe post-Avengers 1 that has seen Nick Fury knows who he is immediately. They're like, oh my God, it's Nick Fury. Holy shit, that's Nick Fury. Oh, that's Nick Fury. Like, that's how it's been. And that's for the kids as well. We're talking about the kids, you know what I mean? We're talking about a superhero group and the person that put them together. Kamala even knew that Captain Marvel was the first Avenger. You know what I mean? Like, quote unquote, the first Avenger. Like, from knowing Fury back in the day and the Avenger Initiative and all that type of stuff. She knows all of these things because it's public knowledge. It's not like, you know, it's not like a small thing. You know what I mean? Predictions for next episode. It's got to close the show and set up the next show / movie. Yeah, predictions for the next episode. I really have no idea. Point blank period. Like I really have no predictions for this show. I haven't had any. I can't even begin to fathom what could happen in the next episode. I would love to hear what you guys think could happen. Other than the things that I've kind of already touched on, I really can't think of anything. Feels mid. I would love to, know why. I'm just saying it's weird is all. It's not that weird, bro. I think you're just really hyper fixating on one point. And honestly, you're hyper fixating on a point that is easily covered and gone over. I just don't want you to, I don't want you to I just want you to kind of get in there. Feel series is mid, not getting any excitement. Is it just me? Yeah, it probably is just you so far, brother. Not agreeing with you doesn't mean not understanding. I just have different experience than you do, so it affects the filter I see the world through. I mean, yeah, that's true, but I don't think that has anything to do with what we're talking about with this episode. You know what I mean? Like, yes, the filter that you see the world through is different inherently, as is everyone else's, but what we're talking about specifically is put through a certain filter off the top, off rip. You know what I mean? I don't think the filter that this situation is put through is as subjective as you guys are making it out to be. I think that's just all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you guys do have different viewpoints of what you're seeing, but the viewpoint. It's very similar to how the previous week, everybody was losing their mind over Gaia not doing anything, and then in the literal next episode, it's like, hey, we have all the answers that we were just saying was going on. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I understand now. It's basically that same thing happening again with this situation, to the point where, it's like you guys are very hyper fixating on that one little detail that actually wasn't even supposed to be hyper fixated on at all, because it's already been covered and explained. It's just that you don't understand it. That is what it is. It's that that is what it is. That is what it is. Just like, I'm just calling it how it is. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, that's what it is. Straight up and down. There is, like, that's it, yo. Like, when we're looking at it from this way and all these things, like I said, from the government, once we put all these things into perspective, that's just things that, like, you guys either weren't looking at or weren't understanding. And that's just it. There's nothing wrong with it. Literally, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just sometimes things go past the viewpoint or past what we're looking at, and we get really hyper fixated on one thing, and then we end up not really, you feel me, going through with it. Ash K, I can see why you think that. I honestly really like the series, but yeah, overall, in my opinion, the series ain't nothing too crazy for right now. It's like a good 7 out of 10. Hey, that's how you feel. You feel me? My opinion is that you don't understand it. I would like to know why you think that. You know what I mean? I would like to if you could give me the reasons as to why I don't understand it in the same way that I've given you the reasons, then let's have that discussion. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it, because it's there to be talked about. That's what we're here for. I'm not sure why you're the authority on what's correct. What's correct? I wouldn't say what's correct. I would just say, hey, let's look at these things. Let's look at the situation with all of the facts instead of not doing that. I think that's the biggest thing, is if we want to not look at the situation with all of the facts, then we can do that. You know what I mean? But I don't think that is the case here. You know what I mean? Like, we got to look at all the facts, and the facts are, he's not a super secret spy. S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't even exist anymore. The governments of the world would want to know who he is because he's a terrorist. Everyone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe already knows who Nick Fury is. We're going down the list of the reasons that you're saying that are not okay, and I'm answering though. We're having the discussion on it, and there's not really a reason for anything other than that. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, that's just the instance of that, bro. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's just the hierarchy. You know what I mean? We are talking about it, and I'm saying, and you're saying I'm wrong. I'm saying you're not taking in all the facts for sure. If I, if that's, I'm not saying that. I guess I'm saying you're wrong, but I don't want to say that I'm saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're just not looking at all the facts. Because the thing that you're saying would make sense and would make sense if we didn't have all these other things to refute that. You know what I mean? Like, we have to look at all of the evidence. We can't not look at evidence. You know what I mean? So what average person, non-hero, has called out Nick Fury by name of the MCU? Ned has. Spider-Man has, and that was the first. I mean, you can say Spider-Man is like a hero and all this stuff, but at the time of Spider-Man Far From Home, he didn't know any of the Avengers. You know what I mean? He wasn't like knee deep in everything. He doesn't knee deep in everything. He knew all of the stuff that was going on. You know, it's like, oh, yo, that's Nick Fury. Oh, that's da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? And what person have we seen as a regular person interact with that? You know, when have we ever seen a regular human be able to interact with Nick Fury in the way that you're saying it, right? Like, what non-hero? Like, we've never seen until this episode, right? We've never seen a non-hero even talk about the thingamajigger. But as is said, though, but once again, though, the point that was made at first was no one knows who Nick Fury is but Kamala Khan, who is now a hero. But just because she's a hero doesn't mean she's automatically indoctrinated into the Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D. or SWORD. Like, they probably have no idea. Like, Nick Fury probably has no idea who Miss Marvel is, but Miss Marvel knows who Nick Fury is because of, once again, all of the stated things that we've talked about, you know, like we know that Scott Lang went on a podcast to talk about the things that were happening. And that's why a lot of people got the knowledge. I mean, play by play of what happened with Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, that they know it. They know it so much that Kamala Khan knows it. You know what I mean? So, you know, of course, the heroes, Avengers, know who he is. He deals with them. Nah, bro, he really doesn't, though. We haven't really seen Nick Fury deal with the heroes or Avengers since Winter Soldier type shit, you know, like, because even in Spider-Man, when we did see them know who that was, that actually technically wasn't Nick Fury, you know what I mean? That was actually technically Talos, and Nick Fury was up on the space station type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he really doesn't, he's been dealing with heroes here and there, right? But it's not like every new hero, like, it's not like She-Hulk. It's not like Nick Fury is just tapped in with She-Hulk automatically. And for all purposes, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Avengers were never locked in like that to begin with either, right? Like, I mean, to begin with they were, but once S.H.I.E.L.D. disrupted, that's when the Avengers were on their own doing their own thing, and then the Sokovia Accords came into place because of the Avengers not having S.H.I.E.L.D. to actually be the person that's handling what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's been the lore and the buildup of what's been going on within the MCU. So, once again, if we look at all the facts of the things that they've given us, which is this, you know, these characters, they've seen the characters that do see Nick Fury when they're first introduced to him, if they're a hero or whatever, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that is that, you know, it's there for him straight in the face. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things, if we just are going to ignore all of that other stuff over there and just talk about this, that's cool too. You know what I mean? That's cool too. Kamala is not in the Avengers, Luxo. I don't think there's an Avengers team in the MCU at all right now. So that doesn't make sense. I wasn't going to talk about that either, but that's a fact as well. But, you know, it just be like that sometimes. I'm just saying, when I look at the shows, when I look at anything that's being done, I try to take in all of the facts that have been presented to us in the past to look for these plot holes and to look for how these things are working in the grand scheme of things in the first place. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I understand not everybody is watching shows with that type of like high beams on the entire way. But if like it's hard to do these things. It's just hard. So I'm definitely down for Nick Fury and all the things he's doing. I can't wait to see what Nick Fury gets locked into and gets rocking with next. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that he can do. There's a lot more emphasis that can be put on a lot of things. And if this next episode isn't at least like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, bro, I'll be surprised. But then again, no, I really wouldn't, you know? Like, you know, no, I really wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, I really wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, that would be crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all, yo. Because look at how these last couple of episodes have been that are even short. They're still handling a lot. They're still giving us beautiful plot beats. They're still giving us a lot of things are going. You know what I mean? Like, they're giving us a lot of points, and they're answering these questions, and they're leading us down this road to where in episode 6, it's very possible that we can just get everything wrapped up pretty easily. And I think someone else even made a mention of that earlier in the chat, and they were saying like it's nice that there's not continuously being more and more plot added in each episode, basically, or hella more things getting overly convoluted to the show, so that way we can actually wrap up the things that are happening in the next episode. You know what I mean? Like all of the questions we have had have been getting answered pretty quickly, and the ones that we haven't had answered will either be answered in the next episode or will be answered in another show or something that will be coming down the line, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, super down with that. Anyone who paid attention knows General Patrius is when he messed up General Betrayus became a known nickname. Whoa. General Patrius. General Patrius. Oh. I understand what you're saying. I got you. I remember this dude's face. I actually remember this dude's face. Why do I know this dude's face? This man got to be all over the news. Didn't even his wife refer to Nick Fury as a ghost, gone for 5 years, then on Sword for years, or Saber or whatever? Yeah, he was gone for 5 years because he was snapped in the snap, and then he was on Saber for right after Endgame. He went right back up. So he got snapped and was a ghost, and then when he came back, he died. So she basically mourned him, and then he came back, and then he just disappeared, and then he ghosted her for real. Disagreement on how well known this cat is in the wider MCU world. It's okay if people know who. You know, I understand what you're saying, but you got to remember, like, well, didn't a shield helicarrier fall out the sky at some point as well? Like, there's been a lot of wild shit that's been going on with shield. Like, there's just a lot of things that's been going on, and the Avengers and all of that are definitely promoted. I really want to know what those movies were called when they were on the flight, because I'm pretty sure that was Spider-Man Far From Home, when they had the picture of the different movies that were happening, that had like partaken in like the documentaries and shit about Endgame, about all that different stuff that was going on. I think that would have been. I think those. Whoa, excuse me. I think those do a lot to add more understanding to what's going on. And once again, when they were talking about the most hated, it wasn't like, you know, every man, woman, and child on Earth is going to know who this guy is. But, he's gonna be blacklisted, all these other things. You know what I'm saying? All the governments will know who he is. His face will be everywhere. All that type of stuff. So he won't be able, even though he does usually work in the shadows, he won't be able to work in the shadows as much, etc., etc., etc. Ghost because he was snapped. Yeah, facts. In other news, I like that Gaia was able to bury her father and met Fury's wife. I thought it was pretty touching. That was super touching. It was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment that they shared of being able to really connect. And I like that it seemed like they've connected before as well. It seems like they've had a relationship outside of that. And they obviously had, I kind of wish we would have seen a little bit more of that aspect of like them grown. I'm happy that we didn't, because that would have been like a typical MCU type of thing to give us just multiple flashbacks of them growing up throughout each episode of Gaia and Gravik growing up and him seeing people not being treated right and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's typical BS that we don't need, So, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I feel like that was a beautiful moment, and I loved seeing it, and I'm super excited. I was really excited to see them rocking together, to have that badass moment together, and then end it with such a touching scene. Like, I really loved that nuance, like the nuance between those two moments. Still can't believe they killed off Talos. All he wanted was his daughter back, for real. Yeah, and the last thing she said to him was, "You're a failure, bro," and just dipped off. You know what I mean? Like, that was beautiful. Yes, on the flight to Europe, it's part of Peter seeing Tony everywhere. Facts, man. And that's kind of the way that I'm thinking about Nick Fury and Black Widow. All of these people are on this same pedestal of no doubt. If not the world knowing them, it would not be surprising to me if the world knew who Nick Fury was, because he is the reason behind the Avengers, and the Avengers are so big. You know what I mean? Like, the Avengers are so big. Everyone knows who Iron Man is and knows that he sacrificed himself for the greater good. Everyone knows all these different things, right? Like, I just really think that that's what would be going on there. I do wish we got the prayer translated. That's crazy you said that, because I was looking for subtitles at that moment. 100%. I was like looking for them. I was like, come on, G, where is they at? Where is the subbies? And I love that they learned how to speak that language, and you can tell because it sounds so good when they speak it, bro. Like, it sounds so bloody good when they speak whatever that Skrull language is. That would be cool, but I kind of like not knowing, even though I don't know what they're saying, and they may see each other as enemies. Their culture connects them. Yeah, I really like that. I agree. That was just a really dope, like, aspect to add. And you know what I just freaking noticed, bro? Like, my guy Nick Fury isn't even. I don't even think he showed up to Iron Man's funeral, bro. I'm pretty sure Maria Hill was just there, right? Oh no, Nick Fury pulled up at the last second. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Nick Fury pulled up at the last second. I feel like I don't know, bro. I feel like people know what's going on. Hey, yo, shout out to Adolfo for the Subaruski. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Super Fam. Definitely join the Discord. Get the role. Join the discussions. Because the discussions are had, yo. Do y'all think some Skrull was helping Hydra back in Winter Soldier or nah? I don't think so. I really think that I think the Skrulls were like I think it's possible, but I don't think so. They gave us Gaia's goodbye translated, but knowing how important the religion is in the comics, yeah, bro. It definitely hit. It definitely hit not hearing anything, but just hearing that last goodbye. Or at least knowing that's what they said. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? I love it, bro. I love it. And no doubt there are some nerds out there that are translating that are translating everything, because usually when it comes to these type of languages, they'll have like if they're using letters and they're using all these different things, you can usually piece together how to use them, how to talk, and all that good stuff. People do it with Star Wars all the time. So I'm wondering if they created a full blown, a full blown thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a full blown thing. Yeah, Nick Fury is on the porch at the last second. Yeah, he walks in on the porch at the last second, exactly, looking down at what he created, bro. Oh my god! And I feel like, bro, I feel like people know who Nick Fury is because of what he's created. Like in my brain, Nick Fury is like the Stan Lee of the MCU type of vibe. Within the MCU, Nick Fury is like the Stan Lee of it, but just if shit was real. And I think people would praise him for that and love him for that type of thing. Depending on how much knowledge is out there about him. Right? Like, depending on how much knowledge is out there about them, I think they're with, like, Avenger Con. I wonder if we go back and look at Avenger Con, if we would see anyone dressed as Nick Fury. Like, I really wonder. The real question is, did Nick Fury stay at the funeral or did he dip right after that scene and go to space? I know, right? That's a good question. Trying to figure out how long the saber has been being built, right? Because once we're in No Way Home, he's on Saber. Yeah, he's on Saber in No Way and excuse me. In Far From Home. So no doubt in those 5 years, Saber could have been built. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. Not he did that. If Iron Man started building Saber after after Infinity War. I can completely see Iron Man start building Saber almost immediately in the sky. No cap. What blows my mind about Tony's funeral is that they were all on a set in ATL for that scene. It would have been so easy to piece it together with everyone standing in small groups. Oh, yeah, that's very true. That is very true. I agree with that. I agree with that. Nick was definitely hit hard with that trauma. He came back without Natasha or Tony. I need to see them referenced soon. That's true. That's true. I could like a mention of Natasha. I could have went for a little mention of Natasha with him and OT's character, right? I could have went for a little Natasha mention, just a small little nod or something. But then again, do we want it to feel forced? Like I kind of feel like that would be a little forced, right? I don't know. Bro, imagine if Coulson came up right behind Fury in that scene. I know some people say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't canon, but if that did happen, that would have made me so happy. Yeah, bro, I agree. And I am really interested in knowing like what's going on with that as well. And how like just how that's happening and what really the meaning of that is, you know? Like, we're supposed to get Quake in the MCU, like, for sure. But I don't know if it's in a canon way yet. I don't think we've got any confirmation as to if it's canonizing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or if it's, like, a kind of a Daredevil situation where it's like, yeah, that happened, but it just wasn't our universe. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something wild like that. Here's my question. Isn't he working with the Skrulls on Saber? What do they think of Gravik? Unless I'm remembering wrong. No, you're not remembering wrong. In that post-credit scene, it is if I'm not mistaken, it is mostly Skrulls that are on Saber. Saber. Nick Fury, Saber. Yeah, there were Skrulls literally everywhere walking around. Just freely. Coulson is an Avenger. Facts. Quake was in one of the animated things. I don't remember what it was called. Okay. I'm not sure which animated thing you're talking about. But Quake is dope. It is dope. Yeah, man, I love me some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love me some Quake. I love me some Coulson. I love me some May. You know what I mean? I love all of them. For real. Would it be dope if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was canon? Yes, but boy, oh boy, do you know what that does to the MCU that we have right now if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon? Because the MCU that we're in right now is all about time travel and all that type of stuff being... creating different multiverses again and again and again, right? So with that in mind, then once again, the stuff that happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it would like literally cheapen up what happened there, because it would mean that each one of those universes that they went back to was actually a different timeline. It wasn't actually the one that they left off from, which is insane. But that's what that would mean, according to how our multiverse theory works within the MCU. Is if we did that, you know, like if they did that, it would be completely different. So they like all, because there's a whole bunch of time travel shit that goes on within Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's a whole bunch of shit that goes on with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. AI shit, just a whole bunch of shit everywhere. Hydra comes back like 14 different times. Like I don't think any of that is going into the MCU. I don't think any of that's coming to the MCU at all, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think any of that's coming over there because we ended Hydra, you know, all that kind of stuff kind of stopped. Like, yes, it probably is still a high. We did see a little wink at Hydra in Ant-Man and stuff like that, of course, which is fine. But really, the 10 Rings is kind of the new Hydra of the MCU right now. So, like, you know, it just brings up way too much. So they're just not, I don't think they're going to focus on any of that at all. One of my favorite scenes from this episode is when everyone just started jumping Gravik. That had me dying out loud. Hey, they was beating the shit out of Gravik. They started strangling him. Then they dragged his ass onto the table and just started, yeah. They just started wailing on bro. That shit was hilarious, yo. That shit was hilarious. Like, no cap. I could not believe that they was really just molly-whopping him. Like, it was just, it was wild. I was like, whoa, yo, how they beating his ass? What's going on here? And they just was whooping his tail, bruh. He had no chance. Yeah, just to start, they used the Darkhold. Yes, they did use the Darkhold, and it was a completely different Darkhold than the one that we have in the MCU. And I think that would have been their first step to canonizing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if they wanted to, is using the same Darkhold that they had. And I don't think, like, you know, and they did not do that. And then, you know, there's just a lot of stuff that comes with canonizing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they use a shit ton of characters that I think that Marvel will actually want to use also. You know, it's like canonizing, like, it's like Inhumans, right? We saw the Inhumans, we saw Black Bolt from the Inhumans show in the MCU, and he's supposed to be showing up again, but that doesn't mean that that show is canon, you know? And that's kind of the same way that I think we're going to be dealing with all these Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. Animated thing was Marvel Rising. I don't think it's canon. Yeah, I don't think any of those animated things are canon. The only animated thing canon currently is What If, and then also it'll be the Spider-Man show. Well, all the MCU stuff will be canon, but it'll be like multiversal canon, really. Was Quake in comics first or created for TV? Quake was key to Fury and Secret Invasion. It does make me mad they aren't bringing her back for this. Yeah, Quake was... Well, what? Oh, well, I guess, yeah. Quake was introduced in Secret Wars. Secret War number 2 in May of 2004. So she was in the comics first. And then she was put on to the television show later. And they kind of roughly based her off of the same thing. But they just, I think they kind of made Coulson Fury instead, basically. Maybe Rebel Skulls will turn on Gravik. I mean, they did it once. Hopefully it does happen again. I wouldn't be surprised. I would like to see that. Well, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know how I would feel about it ended with like a Skrull v Skrull type of vibe. That probably wouldn't feel the best. But there's not a lot of other ways they can end it. You can definitely tell that some of the leaders that he had got together in order to promote him as being like the head honcho, you could tell that even some of them weren't really rocking with everything that he was saying, and they were kind of just going with the flow because they didn't want to die like other bruh did. And I think that's one of the biggest issues when you're ruling with fear or of any kind, right? Is that it allows people to basically just not be worried, like to be able to turn on you because you rule from a state of fear. And when people are scared, the main thing that they are going to try to do is get outside, get from under that rulership or get from under there, you know, and do something different. So I'm definitely interested in seeing that, like, the Rebel Skrulls kind of make a little bit more of a comeback, especially because we were just talking about all those Skrulls that are on the space station, and I could see like them beaming down or something and just helping Nick Fury. That would be dope if he called one of the Skrulls from the space station, like if he called Saber to send him some scrolls or some shit like that. I think that would be really cool. And I think we also just know that Nick Fury is definitely going to try to create some more Super Skrulls after this when he has the serum in hand. Definitely. When Gravik had the dude killed that was tortured for talking, I knew they were done with him. You don't kill a soldier for that unless you're a mob boss. Yeah, that's facts. That's very mob bossy. Facts. That is very mob bossy. I agree. How would you feel if Hulkling was in the show? I honestly think it would be I don't want I don't want to see anything like that happen. I don't want any characters introduced in weird ways, you know? Apparently Hulkling is supposed to show up in Coven of Chaos, if I'm not mistaken. I think Hulkling is supposed to show up in Agatha Coven of Chaos. But I don't want them to just kind of, I think that would be done just because it's Hulkling. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's introduce that here. If they can build it up to that, I'm down for it. Like She-Hulk with Scar, right? Like when Hulk left, I was like, the first thing I said was he's going to get his son and come back. And that's exactly what happened. So it was kind of a build up to seeing that happen. I don't think there's been a build up to Hulkling being in here. And I think we need a little bit more from Hulk, from like the Skrulls and the Kree before we get Hulkling. Like I would be super okay with Hulkling showing up in the Marvel somewhere. I think that actually would be a really good place for him to show up. Will they kill Gravik in the end? I don't know, man. I think now that we have these different places, like the raft and that place, Damage Control, the Damage Control's prison where Abomination was. I don't think we have as big of a need to kill off every villain anymore that we can trap there. You know what I mean? Like in the MCU before, I think we had to kill off villains because there was no place to put them in. It's like, oh, we got to kind of world build up to that point. And I think we're at the point now where we don't have to murder off every villain and we can just kind of ice them, for lack of better words, until we need them to show up again or break out or whatever the hell is going on, very Marvel fashion. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I kind of feel like they might not kill him just because I don't think, he smacked Talos. So yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He smacked Talos. He's definitely going to die. Luxo, in my opinion, they will have to, bro. Is just straight up evil. LOL, he killed Talos. He killed Talos, he killed Hill, and he killed Gaia's mom as well. I forgot. I low-key forgot about that. Yeah, he got to die. Ain't no redemption for him. But they could just arrest him and not want to kill him because he's a Skrull and want to do better and all those type of things. And then he's a war criminal. So they might want to turn him over to the U.S. government and do all those other things like that. Whoa, could you imagine him being on the Thunderbolts team or something? Because we were saying that they are missing their Hulk because Abomination is a good guy. What if the Super Skrull is their Hulk guy? Whoa, that would be crazy. I don't think we're going to go that way. But what if we see Val pull up and recruit him at the end? That would be insane. No cap. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Eric Voss at New Rockstars has theorized there are currently 2 Furies running around, one wearing glasses, one not. Thoughts? I don't think that's happening at all. I don't think that's happening at all. I think that would be lame, to be honest. I think that would be pretty lame if that was what's going on. I wouldn't be a fan of it. I think I'd be like that. My initial reaction when I first heard that theory, because I think I saw that on Twitter. I didn't hear it from EA Voss, but I definitely saw that on Twitter. And when I saw it, I was like, that could be cool, but I think that would really take out a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would really mess with a lot of things. I wouldn't be a fan of that, just to be honest. This show has been way too good, and Nick Fury has been way too good to see him be 2 different people, you know? Like, they can't far from home us with this. Like, they just can't. With the mention of improved Widow Veil tech, it doesn't even have to be a Skrull Fury double. Ooh, that's very true. Life model decoy double. I think I would be better with a. I think I would be better with a life model decoy double. Have been at least around once. I would rather that than a Skrull Fury double. I don't know why, but I don't want the Skrull Fury double to be a thing. I feel like Talos is the only guy that Fury would even allow to have his memories in that capacity to pull him off, to pull it off, you know? I don't think he would allow anyone else to have that type of info into his brain. I just don't feel like that would happen. But if we're talking about, hey, this person's just put my mask on, and, you know, for some reason, I think that's possible. But at the same time, I still wouldn't like that either. Yeah, he did say the mask was old tech. I like they brought that back. I liked it too. I like they brought it back and then expanded on it. That's kind of just amazing. I don't think Fury kills him, though. He knows he let him down and created him. Gaia lost both parents and friends to him, though. Facts. I think Gaia's gonna... Either Gaia's gonna kill him, or he is literally gonna be the creator of his own demise, and he's gonna get freaking murdered by his people. They was about to murder his ass anyway. Not gonna lie, they would be crazy now just to add Zemo in, and the team will be OP. Yeah, facts. If he's on anything else, they better fix that Groot CGI. Did it look as bad this week as it did with the whole pulling thing? It definitely was. It just took me by surprise, so I wasn't expecting it. So I wasn't able to really look at the CGI of it, because I did not expect him to murder bro just right there. I was like, oh shit, he killed him. Like it just happened. You know what I mean? There was no talking. The extremist looked good, though. Yeah, every time they've used those abilities, it has looked really good. I agree with you there, Loxo. LOL on God, it did look wonky at times. It for sure looked wonky in the last episode. I don't know if it looked wonky in this one, though. Like, I really liked when he punched bro. Like, all that shit looks dope to me. But I was definitely in the heat of the moment, so I might have to go back and give it a rewatch so I can really check that out. On the two Furies, it just seems like he's getting around Europe very quickly. I discounted it until the mention of the Widow tech. I was like, why mention that? That's a good point. Yeah, I can give you that. He is getting around dumbass quickly. There has been a couple times I've seen him move, and I'd be like, "Yo, I've never seen Nick Fury run like that. He ran dumbass fast, like he's not an old man." I definitely could see, and I just kind of chalked that up to it being like the body double or the stunt actor. Boy, I could see that being actually two Furies, I guess. I think there's enough build up within the show to give us a two Fury thing. And as long as they explain it in a good way, of it was never in those crazy, amazing, pivotal moments like with his wife or any of those really deep dialogue moments. It was like all of those moments were still him, and maybe something a little more insignificant wasn't him. I think that could be okay. But maybe they chose to do the life model decoy thing to deter the whole Skrull thing. Maybe that's why they brought that up. So they can bring in that whole face mask. I keep saying life model decoy, my bad. But I mean the face mask. I mean what is it called? What is that Widow tech called? I don't know what it is. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, the Widow tech, I definitely agree that they brought that up for a reason. And it can be so they can like do a scene like that later on in the show and show him doing, actually show Fury with another Fury next to him on the news in order to clear Fury's name from being on about it. You know what I mean? From the killing of Maria Hill or something like that. Now, I'll tell you what would be cheap as hell. If it's Maria Hill wearing the Widow tech. That will piss me off. But they also made a point of saying, oh, nope, never mind. I really want to see him use the Frost Giant powers. Like, instead of him killing that one soldier with the group power, he could have thrown an ice blade at him or something. Yeah, scene was still cool, though. I agree. I have been waiting for him to do that, but they're definitely teasing us. Like, with that arm today, I'm telling you, yo, that was, like, so close to Super Skrull peak right there. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're going to see him be the full-blown, and that might be back to what JG was saying, my guy John. That might be back to what John Greaves was saying about, hey, you know, this may not be shit. I lost my whole train of thought for some reason. Damn, I lost my whole train of thought. No cap. But, oh, sugar. The sugar intake thing. Maybe he has to intake that sugar as a way to stop all of the abilities from going haywire or something like that. His sugar intake. Maybe that's just not even sugar. Maybe that shit is not even sugar. God damn. I've been yawning. It's about to be 3 o'clock in the morning for me, ladies and gents. But like I said, yeah. I agree. LMD makes more sense. Don't see Fury setting up anyone else, human or Skrull, to take a bullet for him. Just fun to discuss. Yeah, that's kind of wild too, right? I don't think they would do that. Shame they didn't save the term Super Skrull for later after FF. Nah, they introduced the term Super Skrull for later after FF. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they introduced it. Because I feel like the Super Skrull is a dope villain to be first for the Fantastic Four if they so choose to do that. Because you can't go Galactus off rip. You know what I mean? You can't go Silver Surfer off rip. You can't do any of the things like that. So introducing a Super Skrull already into the MCU in this manner, and then in the future getting a different type of future Skrull. Like, yeah, I think that would be really dope, bro. I think that would be really dope. I think they introduced it for that reason, so it can come back, you know, and be like, hey, yo, you remember when we talked about Super Skrulls before? Bow, Fantastic Four. Here's the Super Skrull that y'all been really waiting for. But it is interesting that he hasn't given the serum to any other Skrulls. That's what really makes me think there's a huge flaw in the serum, or else I think he would be just tossing it out. I hope. West Coast is the best coast. We get shows released at midnight for us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Midnight is when the show will be releasing. Really, it's 11:50. That's really when the show releases. Bro, about to fall asleep on screen. LOL, I'm tired too. It's 4 o'clock for me, bro. I have never fallen asleep I have never fell asleep on stream, and it ain't gonna start tonight. Nah, go Silver Surfer right off the rip. Let's go. Nah. I don't think so. Gravik escapes to other colony to be a Fantastic Four villain. Nah, I think Gravik is gonna be a mortar type of thing. I think Gravik will cause a lot of Skrulls to become actual Rebel Skrulls, right? I think right now we're saying the Rebel Skrulls are the good Skrulls, but I think the Rebel Skrulls are actually the bad ones. So I think that Gravik and his Rebel Skrulls, even though some of those Skrulls will come to the good side, I think a lot of them might still actually pick up the fight that he was fighting and continue it on. Something that I also would like to see come from, I don't know, Black Panther in that world. You know, somebody actually want to rock with Killmonger and do what he did. You know? I think that would be dope. So I think that's a way that they can kind of, you know, leave a little bit of room for down the line. Unless they come up with like some type of cure for Gravik, That's the only way I can really see them not killing him and him being the one to be the Super Skrull for the Fantastic Four is because they don't kill him. So cure him, put him on ice, bring in the F4, bring him back, take him off ice, let him get the abilities again. That would be really dope. And I mean 1 million Skrulls. Not all of them can be the best, you know? Don't know if y'all already talked about this, but y'all think we might see Captain Marvel or Captain America War Machine in the finale to help Fury out a bit? Yeah, we did talk about that. And we said that it's possible to see the Thunderbolts show up because of Thaddeus Ross supposed to come, because of Thaddeus Ross is supposed to be coming into the fray and being the president, and then, you know, becoming President Hulk and all of that type of thing, and or President Red Hulk or whatever you want to say. So that's a possibility. I think Captain America is definitely a possibility as well, just because, you know, a hit out on the president, Captain America, how do you not show up? I think it's a possibility that we might see some heroes from like Russia or Finn or whatever they're at come out and maybe help, you know what I mean? Because we might see Russia have their own team or at least a superhero that can help out or something. Captain America. Who else did we say? I think we also said a couple other people, but I can't think of their names right off the top of the dome. I guess the Skrulls will still have to be a big part of the Marvels. Will they have to address them based off of Captain Marvel though, or carry over from this show? No, it'll carry over from this show. But also, not all the Skrulls are bad. And Captain Marvel is actually going, I think the first Captain Marvel did a lot for the Skrulls. I think this one is going to do a lot for the Kree and give us a lot more about how the Kree Empire is actually working now, modern day, the way that Secret Invasion gave us a lot for modern day Skrulls, you know? I think it's going to be that trade-off of one, like we started with the Skrulls, like Captain Marvel 1 was Skrulls and Kree, then we got Secret Invasion that was about the Skrulls, and now we're about to go back into Captain Marvel that is no doubt about to be more about the Kree, because you guys also have to remember that Miss Marvel and Shang-Chi's technology is possibly Kree technology. It's just very possible to be Kree technology, especially because the blue hand is what the thing came off of, and not to mention, even when Shang-Chi's dad got the 10 rings, he said that it crashed like from space or some shit like that as well. So it's very possible that all that is building up to something that's going on with the Kree and the Skrull, introducing Hulkling, introducing all that other stuff that's going to be going on in those comics as well, you know? So many of his followers already turned on him, saw his true colors. I hope they don't end with this without at least a recommitment to finding a new planet for the Skrulls. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. It definitely would be interesting to see where the Skrulls go from here. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that happening. Speaking of Captain Marvel, y'all seen her 2 new suits? What are your thoughts? Oh yeah, I'm loving the suits. I'm loving how they're looking. It depends though on if she still has that Kree technology that allows her to shift her colors of her suit or not. Because it does look like it's a completely different suit from the one that she usually rocks. So I'm definitely interested in knowing what's up with that. And it also doesn't seem like the same suit that she had on at the end of Miss Marvel either. So definitely trying to figure out how those things correlate and where the new suit comes into play, because I'm pretty sure it's like right after. I read they'll be playing Miss Marvel on ABC to get more viewership before the Marvels. Maybe they'll do it with this show too if they're going to carry over plot threads. That would make a lot of sense. They did it with Andor. They did it with a couple of things. So that would make a lot of sense to get people more caught up and up to date with what's going on. Disney Plus is kind of I don't think Disney Plus is a hard sell, but it is a hard sell at the same time. Like, Disney Plus isn't a hard sell for me because I have kids. I have my wife. My wife is like a huge kid her damn self, so she loves to watch all the Pixar movies and all the Toy Stories and Monsters Inc. and Wreck-It Ralph and all of those things. And then the kids love Bluey and Spidey and his amazing Spider Friends, the kids show. And then me, I love my Marvel stuff and whatnot. So, you know, it's not outside the realm of possibility to have that show up on ABC. And then, like, a lot of people may not be like my family and me, to where we you know, everybody in the house is watching something on Disney Plus at some point, you know, in time, you know. So not every family is like that. So to get it more relatable or get more viewership or more understanding of what the hell is going on, it would make the most sense for them to dump it on ABC so people could understand what the hell is going on. And like I keep saying, bro, I really think that none of these platforms really should have been made in that capacity that they were made. And everybody should have just signed deals with Netflix to have their own things on it. You know, like you could go on Netflix and purchase Disney Plus, or go through Netflix to get this other thing. And then kind of just go through Netflix for everything. And then it just opens up different channels for you instead of having all these different apps. It's just the stupidest thing ever. And I think that's probably where we're going, is there will be one streaming app to hold them all. And then you'll just kind of go to that streaming app and just decide whether you want to, you know, tap into these different things or not. I think that's the best way to do it, in all honesty. And with all that being said, you know, it's been a fantastic episode today. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow as well for the After Bros After Show. I'm hoping to shoot for 3:30 p.m. for that. Where we will nerd out even more about the episode tonight. I believe New Rockstars puts their episodes out during the day at some point, so if they do, we'll probably check out the New Rockstars video during the After Bros After Show, so we can just nerd out and talk about things a little bit more and just kind of go fully in. Once again, we are doing Q&As. I'm trying to start doing Q&As either monthly or bi-weekly or whatever. But in order to do that, I need the help from you guys as well. So definitely join the Discord where you can ask all of your questions and we can nerd out. And as you know, I have a encyclopedia of MCU knowledge in my brain. So I can answer a lot of those questions for you guys. I can answer just regular life questions for you guys, whatever you guys want to know. You know, it's all good. No worries. You know what I mean? And like I was saying as well, we are also doing that Adventures with Superman watch party this Friday. So make sure you guys mark your calendars, because the Marvel Bros guide is up, and you feel me? This is what we will be doing for the rest of the week. We also did our trailer we did our trailer watch party today, so we will have trailers coming out sporadically throughout the rest of the week. Tomorrow, I don't know what's coming out tomorrow. I'm not even going to pretend to know, but some of the trailers that came out more recently are coming out tomorrow. We got some dope trailers. I'm pretty sure if you guys just go to the Marvel Bros page, you'll be able to check out all the upcoming videos that we have and click the notification bell on them so you can be notified whenever they go public and go live and all that good stuff. Like I said, you can jump in there and jump in the Discord for those Q&As and all that good stuff. And also, you guys are able, don't forget, to become a Brovenger today. So, you know, you can become a level 1 Brovenger today, starting at $2.99. A lot of awesome perks in there for you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream, because it helps out everything that we do around here. Definitely give me a follow on social media and all the other things. Yo, shout out to Scott Spence. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam, my bro. Definitely appreciate you. But yeah, tune in to all, follow me across social media so you can, tune in with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing that I am partaking in within that particular time. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with me on an amazing show today. Yet another amazing watch party and review that we came through with today. I don't know if I said this, but if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream for sure. And don't forget to follow Marvel Bros on social media as well to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with me on another amazing watch party and review for Secret Invasion episode 5. And like I said, I hope to see each and every one of you tomorrow for our we have a trailer for Wheel of Time in the morning that we're going to be checking out. And we're also going to be doing our After Bros after show for Secret Invasion. So, as I always say, I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the vibes. Thank you for this discussion and conversation. We're going to keep it up into next week. All the other shows that are going to be coming out, Ahsoka, Star Wars stuff, whatever you guys want watch parties for, I'm going to do my damnness to get them out there for you guys. You just got to request them. And if it's on the radar, if it's within the ability of me being able to do a watch party for it, meaning I have the streaming platform or whatever, it comes out at midnight or whatever the case may be, I'll do it. You already know. We got Gen V coming soon as well, if I'm not mistaken. So some W watch parties that are going to be partaking throughout the rest of the year. So I hope you guys are all ready for that. And with all that being said, as I always say, I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you guys stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
Go.